everybody, to Mingus Marauder football here on the campus here at Mingus Union High School. The Mingus Marauders hosting the Flagstaff Eagles. Another Grand Canyon region matchup here tonight, and it is going to be a very good one. The history between these two teams, Carson Sandoval off to my right, has been one that has been very consistent. They've been in the Grand Canyon region, and I mean the history goes back years and years and years where Flagstaff dominated for decades, but the last decade's been Mingus's.
Yeah, Mingus, actually the last 10 meetings, Mingus has won 9 of them. So Mingus has dominated as of late. This is a very, very big rivalry. If you went to Mingus, you know how important this game is. You got the Beat Flag T-shirts all around campus this week. I've been looking forward to this game since last Friday night, and I think we're going to have a good one. As
a former Marauder yourself, it's ingrained, is it not?
Yeah.
It's in the bloodstream somewhere, and it's definitely red blood. Yes, definitely red blood. So the Mingus Marauders here tonight, they're going to be facing a team, Flagstaff team, that is different than the teams that they have seen before. Flagstaff coming in with a record of 6-1 and currently 3-0 in the Grand Canyon region. Right now, they are in charge of the Grand Canyon region, and Mingus is not. This is different, and so Mingus is got to be looking at this game as this is going to be a fight on the field all game long.
Yeah, this is definitely, every week is the most important game of the season. Tonight is the most important game of the season here. Flag, they've outscored their opponents by 104 points this year.
No kidding.
Mingus, negative 18, still haven't closed that gap yet. Hopefully they can do that tonight. It's going to be a tough test for them here. This is a different Flag team than we're used to seeing. They can throw it, they can run it. They got some good athletes on their end, and like I said, I'm just looking forward to tonight's game.
It'll be a good one. We're going to get into our Vinny's pregame report coming up on the flip side of this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
If you believe life starts where the blacktop ends, if the power of an engine makes your heart race, don't settle for anything less than Polaris RZR, the ultimate off-road vehicle. With unequaled power, unrivaled suspension, and unmatched agility, all perfectly combined to help you chase down what matters most. Polaris RZR, we fuel your freedom.
Cottonwood Motorsports, located on Route 260 and Western Drive.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Welcome to the Vinny's Pizza pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 and have pasta, subs, or a specialty pizza delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Carson.
The 6-1 Flagstaff Eagles come to town to take on the Mingus Marauders 3-4. A phenomenal victory last week for the Mingus Marauders going into Prescott. And the Prescott Badgers were ranked. Prescott Badgers were sitting right around 12th. And Mingus actually knocked them out of the top 16 in contention with a 38-6 win. Did not give up a touchdown during the course of the game. The defense was flying all over the field. It was one of those games, Carson, it almost seemed like defensively, Mingus was playing with 15. It really looked that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the defense, just got momentum carried right into the offense, and offense was just phenomenal last week. It was really a treat to watch them.
It was. Mingus holding Prescott and Ryan Green, who is a major threat out of the backfield, held Ryan Green and the Prescott Badgers to 32 rushing yards in the game. Okay, 178 passing yards, but if you were forcing Prescott to pass the ball, that's not their number one priority. That's not what they wanted to do. So Mingus actually forced them to play a game outside of their game plan. On the flip side, Mingus hasn't had a rushing game like this all season long. 538 yards on the ground, 2 running backs over 100 yards in the game. Nelson and Kelly, unbelievable.
Yeah, they dominated. Offensive line dominated. They controlled the whole game last Friday night. They pushed their man off the line of scrimmage, and Kelly and Nelson just did a great job being patient in the hole, following them, and then when they got in the open field, they did a great job making one man miss. And then, those two got speed for days, and you're not going to catch them.
Certainly so. No doubt about it. Want to thank our pregame sponsor, Vinny's Pizza, and, of course, the Marauder Special. The Marauder Special, phenomenal. You get the pizza, you get the dozen wings, you get the dozen knots along with it, plus the 2-liter bottle of Pepsi product if you are dining in. And that, of course, is at Vinny's Pizza on the 89A bypass and 6th Street. The Marauder Special. You can bring the family in, and they will actually have the game on while you're eating, enjoying dinner, which is absolutely phenomenal. And also want to throw in, if you're coming to the game, that's okay. Vinny's Pizza is available in the snack shop.
Yeah.
So you can get your Vinny's fix even here at Mingus Union High School, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, Flagstaff taking on Lee Williams up in the Dome. So Lee Williams was the one traveling down I-40 for that particular game. And end of the game, an 8-point victory for the Flagstaff Eagles, 23-15. It was really interesting, though, because Lee Williams self-destructed in the beginning and gave up the ball twice in their own red zone.
Yeah, they gave it up back in their own red zone and put Flagstaff offense in perfect position to score, basically giving up those points to them. And that's hard to overcome, especially early in the game. Something like that happens, you start feeling down. It's tough to come back from that.
Interesting. Flagstaff went up 23-0, and then Lee Williams came back with the final 15 points in the game. And it was kind of you had some adrenaline going at the end of that game. They come down and they score. They score with probably less than a minute left and get the 2-point conversion, making it a 1-score game, down by 8 points. And then they go and they kick the onside kick, and it went out of bounds at 9.5 yards. 9.5 yards. Not to quote the cartoons, but missed it by that much. It was actually a much closer game than what the score would indicate, especially in the second half. And so I thought Lee Williams played the squad very tough. But the real question out here is, how did Flagstaff beat Bradshaw? 44-37. And Bradshaw came in here and on homecoming took it to the Mingus Marauders 45-16.
Yeah, if you were here for that game, you remember what happened. They came in, they ate our lunch, and then they left. And, Mingus, they can't look at the score and say, oh, Flagstaff beat Bradshaw Mountain, they threw the ball on them. They went up and down the field on them. And, Bradshaw came in here and beat us pretty good. Scores don't matter. This is a rivalry game. This is really for the Grand Canyon region here. So you got to throw everything out. Just follow your game plan that Coach Young and Coach Dixon brought to them this week. And, if they go out, especially if they play like they did last week against Prescott, Mingus should have success tonight.
Flagstaff's going to want to run the ball first, throw it second. Mingus is obviously the same way, been that way for quite a tradition. And so it'll be interesting to see which ground game gets going underway. Let's take a look at the AIA playoff picture. And interesting enough, number one, the only undefeated team in 4A Cactus, the Cobras, lost last week and lost to Peoria Sunrise Mountain 54 to Goose Egg. Yeah. And so that opened up the gate, and Scottsdale Saguaro said, we'll take that number one spot. They jump back up on number one, Sunrise Mountain. Number two, Sell Point Catholic hangs around number three. All of those teams definitely in the elite status. Cactus falls to 4. Higley jumps up to number 5 out there. Flagstaff currently sitting number 12 in the AIA power points, but number 19 in the Max Preps power points. Why is that important? Mingus comes in at number 22 according to the AIA, but number 15 according to Max Prep. So we have numbers that aren't gelling here correctly. Cactus Shadows at 13. Pueblo Magnet, they lead their division. They're sitting at number 14. Buckeye on the bubble at 17. Prescott, told you, they went from 12 to 19 last week with a loss to the Mingus Marauders. And still, Apache Junction still seems to have a hold on their division. They might pop up and take one of those top 16 spots as a region winner. So they're going to play a role too. You can't make 16. You got to make 15. And right now, Mingus is 7 spots out, and that's a tough ladder climb at this point in the season. We're going to take a break here from Mingus Union High School, and when we come back, we'll look at some of the team stats, or at least what we have, and we'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Residential garbage service, 13 years in a row in Cottonwood, and 9 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Are you looking for a different approach to healthcare? A place where excellent care is combined with kindness and compassion? If so, welcome to Spectrum. At Spectrum, our approach to healthcare is positively different. From primary care to pediatrics, our staff is dedicated to one thing: you. As a leader in integrated care in Arizona, we treat the whole person because we think everyone deserves to feel better. Spectrum Healthcare, for mind, for body, for all of you.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Trizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Bruno Mars.
Ed Sheeran.
What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber.
You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
If you need your midday fix of Vinny's Pizza, it is really easy. They've got the 2-slice special with the free drink available, and that is available every day at Vinny's. And you know what people don't know about Vinny's? Vinny's will also cater.
Yeah, they will.
Yep, Vinny's will cater. They do so many catering for Mingus Sports, but they'll also cater weddings and, anniversary parties and all of that good stuff. And not just specifically what's on their menu. So they got other things that they can work with available at Vinny's. New York Chef Pizza. Hey, interesting enough, you take a look at some of the Mingus Marauder stats for the year. Zabala comes in 56 for 109, 764 yards, leading the Grand Canyon region of the teams that actually apply stats. 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the game, or on the season so far. Rushing, Mingus has gotten up to 1,634 rushing yards. Kelly has got some pretty good receiving yards, 290 receiving yards on 7 receptions on the ground. He has got 624 rushing yards. Nelson leads the team with 705. And, of course, those two getting closer and closer to that 1,000-yard mark for the Mingus Marauders. Leading receiver for Mingus still, Chaz Taylor, 24 receptions, 439 yards. Mingus has given up 7 fumbles, but still has a turnover ratio of +1. And, I think turnovers could be huge here tonight.
Yeah, Mingus defense definitely going to want to go out and get at least 2 turnovers, force 2 turnovers. And right now we got the Marauders running out onto the field, holding the flag. I love this. I love when they do this. It's great to see. I'm glad we got the football helmet aired up down there. The kids love it. The fans love it. Gets everybody ready to play some football.
Cannon goes off, and Taylor leading the way with the American flag out there. And I got to imagine it's kind of hard to run with one of those flags and keep it up straight. You got to have some bicep strength.
Yeah, you got the wind. It's just carrying you back. It's tough.
Well, yeah, and of course, Kelly also took off and had like an 18-yard lead over the rest of his team. Let's take a look at the Grand Canyon region. Coming in here tonight, Flagstaff is sitting up on top at 3-0. Mingus at 3-1. Prescott now 2-1 in third place. Bradshaw coming up the ranks, 2-1 now, 2-5 overall. They won last week. Mojave falls to 1-3. Lee Williams 1-3, and Cocoa is sitting there looking for their first win in the Grand Canyon region. Taking a look at some of the Flagstaff stats, we don't have an awful lot on Flagstaff. They don't report an awful lot, but I'll tell you what, their defense looks pretty stellar.
Yeah, you could say that they're 6-1 against teams that are 17-33. But they have won the games that they should win.
Yes.
You got to give them credit for that. They've held their opponents to, minimal scoring. They're a real team just because they beat some teams that aren't very good. They have played some teams that are good, and they have good athletes over there. They got guys who can make plays. So Mingus is going to have their hands full tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. They're 2-0 against teams that have winning records. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not winning records like Higley or Cactus or something along those lines, but still, winning records nonetheless. So, you cannot overlook this. And Flagstaff, I think they circled this game on their schedule.
Yeah, I was doing a little prep work for this game. Got online, read some of their newspaper articles they got over there, and they're ready for Mingus tonight. They've been looking forward to this game for a long time. They're tired of Mingus beating up on them. They want to come in here and prove that that they mean business this year, and I think Mingus is going to have something to say about that tonight.
They've only won 1 out of the last 10 meetings, so this is something that they certainly want, and they know the Grand Canyon region usually goes through Bradshaw and usually goes through Mingus. They've taken care of half of their business already. They're coming down to this house to try to take care of business here, and Mingus is going to try to stop them. We'll take a break here from Mingus Union High School. Return for more of our pregame report coming up after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
This has been the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 for pickup or delivery and have delicious pasta, subs, or a specialty pizza ready to go by game time. Vinny's Pizza, located at 516 East Highway 89A in Cottonwood, or call them at 646-3333. We'll return for kickoff right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, home of the Marauders, the Eagles and Marauders, just minutes away. We got about five minutes to kick off here. Jackie Bessler along with Carson Sandoval, and lots of things going on in the world of football. Youth football happens on Saturdays, and it is just an absolute blast if you can make it.
Love youth football. Again, get out there if you can tomorrow morning. We got a Mighty Mite division. We got the Cottonwood Marauders. They actually have a bye this week, so we'll go to the other Mighty Mite team. That'd be the Cottonwood Lobos. They are at Camp Verde. And we go to the Minors division. We got the Cottonwood Bears facing the Cottonwood Colts. Still in the Minors division, Cottonwood Cardinals will face the Camp Verde Coyotes, and the Cottonwood Colts will face the Cottonwood Bears. And in the Majors divisions, the 6-1 Cottonwood Lions will be at Camp Verde.
Captains here for the Mingus Marauders. It's going to be Mestis, Kelly, Phelps, and Streck. So a little bit of a defensive setup for the Mingus Marauders in regards to the captains here tonight out on the field. And, well, you know, we had gone through some of the keys to the game and what's going to be some important things. I think turnovers is going to be absolute crucial and key. Whoever has the least amount of turnovers, I think, takes the driver's seat of who's going to take this game.
Yeah, Mingus got to be out aggressive on defense, hit, strip, get in there, reach for that ball. If someone's got running back stood up, next guy got to come in there and start ripping at that football.
Well, the group tackling, which is something we saw Mingus do exceptional last week, and in fact, it went across the ranks. Mingus went down, the freshman squad on Wednesday went down to American Leadership Academy, which is in southeast Queen Creek, Gilbert area.
Oh, that was a trip.
Yeah, it felt like eastern Albuquerque. I felt like Bugs Bunny. I knew I should have taken a left at Albuquerque. But anyways, the freshman went down. came back with a victory of 55-7, and literally in the first half had only allowed 2 first downs in the first half defensively, flying to the ball. Everybody was playing their rules. I was really, really proud of the freshman squad.
Yeah, 55-7. Got to be proud of that score there. Especially after you take a long trip like that. It's easy to get off the bus and not be ready to play, but you guys had them ready to go, and always good to see the underclassmen get the victories.
Well, we had a long conversation on the meaning of 4:48, and it doesn't mean you play the last 40 minutes. It means you got to play the first 8 minutes too, and the freshmen took it to heart and really played a sizable team and American Leadership Academy. You know what? That was a great squad. They were a great squad to play. The sportsmanship was fantastic, and through the whole thing, they played tough. They continued to fight all the way through that game. Well, it looks like Flagstaff is going to kick off, so Mingus is going to get the ball first here in this one, a Grand Canyon region matchup with huge implications in the region, and Mingus will get the opportunity to move the ball first, as we have got Soria and Kelly back for the Mingus Marauders. There's the kick. As this kicker puts it into the end zone, a lot of times Kelly's going to have an option. They're going to give it off to Soria. Soria's got the edge. Coming across, cuts back. He's got blockers out in front of him. Past the 40 and down to about the 43-yard line. So Mingus, a little trickery with a handoff. Kelly to Soria, and it comes to the near side. And Mingus will start off with fantastic field position.
Yeah, if it wasn't for number 88, Colton Bond, junior for the Flagstaff Eagles, taking down Soria there, possibly a touchdown on the opening play of the game. We've seen Mingus fake that all year. First time they've gone to it.
Sometimes it doesn't pay to outrun your blockers. Zabala takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and Mingus has got a little bit of room, still rumbling and stumbling. Tried to strip the ball from Kelly, but he hung on to it and picks up 8.
Yeah, Kelly continuing where he left off last week, running hard. I always feel like somebody's got a hold of his jersey and he's dragging him.
I think he practices just attaching weights sometimes to him and just drags him around school all day. Zabala's got 2 backs in the backfield. He'll hand off to the second one. This is Nelson. Oh. He drives forward, gets hit, and then still continues to kind of lean forward for the first down. He'll get 4 and give Mingus a first down at the Flagstaff 43.
Yeah, good run from Nelson there, running hard. Really nice tackle from number 10 for the Flagstaff defense there. Kind of stuck Nelson there and stopped him in his tracks.
Mingus quickly, they're going to throw near side. Soria's got the reception. He'll cut inside, dive, get down to the 40. Short gain, but it'll move the ball and get inside, just inside the 40. And a good first pass for Zabala. Something simple, quick, and easy and fast.
Yeah, get him in a nice rhythm to start the game. So far, I like the play calls. Give it to the guys who did most of the damage last week and let them continue to have success.
3 yards on the pass play, and Mingus one back in the backfield. A wing back to the near side with their formation. There's the snap, and they're going to show it and hand it off. Kelly will get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Well played by Flagstaff.
Yeah, again, number 88, Colton Bond, upended Kelly there. You usually don't see that when he's running the ball, but Bond, a big kid, just got lower than Kelly and flipped him over.
So 3rd and 7, the ball right on the 40-yard line of the Flagstaff Eagles. First quarter action, about 10 minutes left to go. Mingus will take the snap, and Nelson loses the ball, picks it up, and then still drives forward and gets down to about the 35-yard line. And what a break that the ball bounced back into the bread basket.
It looked like he was dribbling a basketball down the court there. Just mishandled the give from Zabala. Ball bounced on the ground. He dribbled it a couple times, picked it up, and actually got a nice gain.
So 4th and a long 2, and Mingus will show some motion out there, but they're on the field looking like they're going to go for it. And as Zabala gets the play, they're going to put 2 backs in the backfield. An interesting eye for the Mingus Marauders. There's the snap. First back through is Kelly off the right side. It's going to depend on the spot, Carson.
I think he's got the first down. Nice hard running. Good job by the offensive line, pushing their man back. They knew how much they needed. I think they got just enough.
And they haven't moved the chains yet. Tyler Kelly is indicating that they need to move the chains.
Tyler will go over there and move them.
Yeah, no kidding. And it'll be interesting to see if they're going to actually come out and measure. And this is very important, at least for big brothers and big sisters.
Yeah, because with every fourth down this season, Shake, Rattle, and Bowl at Cliff Castle Casino will donate 4 free games of bowling to big brothers and big sisters.
So if this is a fourth down conversion, and it is 4 games of bowling going to big brothers and big sisters from our friends at Cliff Castle Casino with Shake, Rattle, and Bowl. Big, huge fourth down conversion as Mingus will get a new set of downs at the Flagstaff 37-yard line. Empty backfield for Mingus. They'll throw the ball and it's tipped, intended for Streck, and wow, an eagle flew into the backfield and actually got a hold of that one in the air.
Yeah, Mingus was fortunate that that wasn't a backwards pass because they had a lot of defenders coming in on that ball. Mingus tried to go back to the quick pass there, but nice play by number 42 of the defense. That's Ben Beamer.
Outside linebacker coming on the blitz against Mingus. So 2nd and 10 from the 37, I formation. First back through. Kelly finds his way, runs into another Flagstaff Eagle after a gain of about 5, and then gets a little help from his offensive line, pushing the pile forward, and might be a gain of about 4. So 3rd and somewhat manageable, 3rd and 6.
That was Michael Vicente Jr. coming up from his defensive back position to really wrap up Kelly there by himself. Held him up there just enough for some help to come.
Another I formation for the Mingus Marauders, 3 backs, and actually it's Kelly in a wildcat. He'll turn the corner, get the first down, and then lose the ball. It's out on the ground, and Flagstaff has it. Oh. Kelly got it back. Holy cow, Kelly got it back.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, Jackie.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That was something.
Where is my heart medication? He comes around the corner and loses the ball from behind, tips it. The ball comes down to about the 14, 15-yard line, covered by Flagstaff. 2 Eagles ran into each other. The ball popped out, and Kelly did not give up, and he got on that ball.
He didn't. First off, excellent play from number 25. Inside linebacker Josh Thomas for Flagstaff Eagles knocking that ball out, but credit Kelly sticking with the play.
All right, so they're going to give it to Nelson. Nelson's going to try the left side, and he'll slip through, still diving toward the end zone, and touchdown! Wow. A 16-yard run from Nelson, and the pinball makes it into the little bucket where you get to shoot it off.
You know what looked like disaster for the Mingus offense there, turns into 6 points. And the cannon just freaked a bunch of people out here.
Mingus quick going for 2. They throw the ball to Jordan, or pardon me, they who did they throw the ball to? Oh, pardon me, that was Taylor they threw the ball to. It is no good on the 2-point conversion. So Mingus in their first drive, 8:18 left to go in the first quarter. They leave 6-0. We'll take a break, return for kickoff after this.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Rodriguez looking to kick off for the Mingus Marauders, who wear pink right at the ankles out here today. A decent kick driving the Flagstaff Eagles back. Bond will take it. He'll cross the 20, 25, and he'll get stood up. Mingus will collapse upon him right at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job from the Mingus kickoff team there, getting down and wrapping Bond up. He's a big kid. He, he covers a lot of ground with those strides. Did a nice job just wrapping him up, taking him to the ground. Didn't have a huge hit, but did their job.
I can't resist Bond. Colton Bond. Okay. All right, there we go. Strange formation as the Flagstaff Eagles kind of come off in a little beehive. 1 back in the backfield, 2 wings, and the quarterback Tackle is going to take the snap. They're going to hand it off to number 10, trying to get to the outside. Mingus will collapse it and bring him down for a short gain. He'll go ahead for 2, and that's Josh Morrow, the running back, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's going to be hard. He's going to be a bunch to handle here during the course of the game.
Yeah, but they're going to have to take him down just like they did there. About 4 or 5 Mingus defenders in on the stop there. Nice gang tackling there, working as a team. That's what I like to see.
They give him forward progress for 3. Flagstaff sending people in and out. Number 24 will be missed here tonight. Lucas Salcido may have dislocated his shoulder last game, and so he will not be in the game here tonight for the Flagstaff Eagles. 2nd and 7 from their own 33. Quarterback tackles, looking to throws downfield. It's picked. The Mingus Marauders bringing it across the 40, almost to the 40, and a great defensive pick out there is by Colby Fanning. That was 14, right?
Yeah, it sure was. Just a great play right there. Did a good job reading the quarterback. Stayed in his back pedal, broke on the ball, and just beat the wide receiver to it. And had a decent return, too, putting Mingus at the 41-yard line of the Flagstaff Eagles.
So he gets about 6 yards on the return. Colby Fanning with the pick. And a first throwing attempt out there for the Flagstaff Eagles goes Mingus's way. They read it, came back, and broke on it quickly. And Mingus will come out for their second offensive series here. Like you said, Carson, starting in Flagstaff Eagle territory at the 41.
Yeah, Mingus, you spoke on it earlier before the game, Jackie. Who's going to win the turnover battle?
Well, Mingus fumbled it twice in their first possession. Quarterback still got the ball. The ball is going to put it up. He's got 2 receivers downfield, and the reception is made in the touchdown. Mingus pulls a little trickery of their own. They fake the handoff in the backfield. They go up top to Taylor for a 41-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, when the ball was in the air, he had Taylor and Soria both had their man beat. It was interesting to see where the ball was going to come down, who was going to catch it. Lands in Taylor's hands, and another touchdown for Mingus. And
Mingus will get the 2-point conversion this time. A quick handoff coming to the near side to Nelson. He'll get the 2 points. So it looks like Mingus kicked 2 extra points. They did not. 1 of 2 and 2-point conversion. 7:07 on the clock. First quarter. Mingus quickly up 14-0. We're back after this. There's the kickoff, and Rodriguez puts it deep. The Eagles fumble it back at their own 10-yard line and will end up getting back to about the 13-yard line. Unable to handle the ball was Vicente Jr. for the Flagstaff Eagles. He was able to regain possession, which that's got to make you nervous.
It could have been real bad. Good hustle from Mingus kickoff return kickoff. Again, they're getting down and pinning the Flagstaff Eagles back in their own territory. I'd like to go back to that touchdown play. Beautiful play action done by Zabala. Did a good job selling the fake. Dropped back, just kind of casually like he didn't have the ball. Actually had it hiding behind his back. Came up, threw a beautiful pass to Taylor there. And you got to credit the offensive line as well for giving him time.
And great fakes. I mean, you always tell the running backs, follow through with your fake, whether or not you have the ball or you don't, because it could just give Zabala that extra half a step as somebody stutters defensively. Flagstaff takes a quick timeout to try to figure out and regather and regroup, down 14-0, 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They had 2 offensive plays, a 3-yard run, and then threw a pick. Colby Fanning picks the ball and brings it back, and 1 play later, Mingus scores. And Flagstaff goes into an interesting spread I formation. So they've got The quarterback, one back behind him, two receivers to the far side. There's the pitch going to the far side, and that is going to be, who is that running again? It's Morrow running number 10. He'll have a modest gain of about 2, trying to get around to the edge.
Yeah, it's Streck and Phelpson on the tackle there for a short, leading to a short gain for the Flagstaff Eagles.
Flagstaff setting more people in and certainly taking their time offensively. They had 7 minutes on the clock when they got the ball, and we're already down to 6.5 minutes. And it is 2nd and 8, possibly 7.5 out there. Okay, formation, kind of a beehive formation. 2 wing backs, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to the back coming from the far side to the near side. That's Duchette, and Duchette gets hit in the backfield.
Streck in the backfield, where he lived all last week against the Prescott Badgers, doing the same thing here tonight. Just an excellent open field tackle there, wrapping him up, bringing him to the ground. That Flagstaff running back had nowhere to go.
Streck taking over more of the outside linebacker position, moving from the middle linebacker position, and he has given way to Cole Phelps, who now claims that territory to be his own.
Yeah, it's nice when you're able to, when you can move Streck around like that. Such a versatile athlete. It's nice to use him at all spots.
Cover 0. They'll throw to the near side. They've got a receiver. He will get tripped up by Soria. The tight end coming out of the backfield picks up the first down, gets the ball out to the 27-yard line. That was a well-designed play.
Yeah, Streck in the backfield again. Probably missed that by about 2 inches, knocking that ball down. But a nice catch by number 25 for the Flagstaff Eagles. That's Josh Thomas, Jr., and a nice run after catch to get the first down.
16 yards on the reception, and it moves the chains for the first time for the Flagstaff Eagles. They'll be at the near hash in their own territory at their 27-yard line. New set of downs. They'll run the ball, and Mingus will cover that up quickly right at the line of scrimmage. Multiple Marauders in, and running the ball is a new gentleman, number 22, and that's going to be Gabe Baca.
Yeah, Mingus not letting anybody run the ball here tonight. They're doing a great job of stuffing the Flagstaff offensive line. And really, I'm impressed with their tackling. I haven't had any missed tackles here tonight. Everybody's breaking down, wrapping up. You know, everything you work on throughout the week, it's carrying over into Friday night.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. A wing and a back in the backfield for the Flagstaff Eagles. 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw. He will get wrapped up and taken down. And it was Streck who cleaned him up. He wasn't the first one there, but Streck will get the sack.
No, yeah, trying to see who else was in there. Just saw Streck with the big hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like we had a combination out there for the Mingus Marauders coming in, and for, it might have been one of the ends. It might have been Gronk.
It was Gabe Myers and Ryan Griffin in there at the ankles of the quarterback, and you never want to be on the receiving end of a Streck hit.
3rd and long. The quarterback's going back to throw, throws the ball up, and had a great pass considering that he had Streck in his face and almost completed it downfield to about the 40-yard line, and it looked like Soria came over to break it up right at the final second.
Yeah, and that was Fanning again on the coverage there. You know, I don't know if they'll be picking on Fanning's side anymore after the interception and that great coverage all over it there, making it difficult for the receiver to catch the ball.
Fanning went up. You know, I actually thought that was Soria because he got up in the air because he's given up a height advantage against that receiver on the far side. Punt formation here for the Flagstaff Eagles, and the sophomore punter will kick it, and it'll go out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. And so with the kick is going to be Oscar Castruita, a sophomore, and got that one off the side of the foot just a little bit. Actually, Mingus might be in Flagstaff territory.
Yeah, Mingus starting with great field position on every possession tonight. They're going to have to take advantage of this, and you know, if they score a touchdown right here, they really put the Flagstaff Eagles in a hole.
If you're just joining us, the hole we're talking about is 14 points at the moment, 3:29, first quarter action. Mingus comes out with trips. Empty backfield and trips to the near side for the Mingus Marauders. There's the snap. They're going to throw. They throw, and it goes off the hands, and it might be a backward pass. Soria picks it up, going the opposite direction. He gets a big block on the far side, and he gets back close to the line of scrimmage, and one of the Marauders came up and hit one of the Flagstaff Eagles very hard. It's number 50 on the ground, and that will be a blindside block call. Even though they're running at you, that is now a call that they make in high school to try to protect the players. So that's going to go against the Mingus Marauders. And down on the field is number 50, Kevin Sun, a senior, 5'10", 209 pounds. And we're going to take a quick little break, give him a little bit of privacy, and hopefully that young man's going to be okay. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes. Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, so we were just trying to figure out who put this block on coming the other way for the Mingus Marauders, and then can't quite catch the number on it.
He's moving real fast.
Yeah, he is moving real fast as Sun was going. The block was right in front of him. Now, it used to be that would not be a blindside block because you should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
However, the AIA and high school football across most of the United States have put in the blindside block rule basically to try to protect players against these kinds of hits, whether it's in the front, the back, the side, yesterday, today, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. And so that is going to end up being a personal foul, and that will be one of those personal fouls that goes to one of the two.
Yeah. And the Sun has sat up, so that's a good sign. He's being attended to by the medical staff. Again, there was a pass. It was a pass play, but it was a backwards pass. It was kind of out of reach of Soria, so it bounced around for a little bit. Heads up play by Soria, picking it up, and reversed field. Could have been tackled for about a 15-yard loss. Able to make it back to about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's right where that big hit occurred. But the player who was down he has gotten back up to his feet. He did walk off the field on his own power. So that is a good sign. We, don't want to see anybody get injured out here tonight. So he's going to take a seat on the bench over there, and if we have any more information on that, we will let you guys know.
Well, the truck, the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Eye in the sky is telling us they believe it may have been Nelson with that big hit, and we will find out. So a loss of 6 on a pass attempt that ends up being a run attempt, and then a 15-yard penalty for the Mingus Marauders. So it is, I can't count that high, 10, 20, first and 30-something now for the Mingus Marauders because they marked it off from the spot of the foul,
gotcha.
which was behind the original run. So Mingus Marauders first down, but they got a ways to go, and there goes Kelly off to the right-hand side, and he'll get a chunk as he will get the ball back up to the 34-yard line. So a gain of 10, and he gets about a third of it back.
Yeah, nice holes opened up there by Moreno, the center there, and number 60, Christian Ruiz. Really big hole, and Kelly, like you said, able to get a nice chunk of that penalty back.
So Mingus, 2 wings, 1 man in the backfield, second and, manageable now, 22. Yeah. As the quarterback comes to the near side, throws, has a man, it's going to be Soria. Soria's going to get close to the 50 and close to the original line of scrimmage. He'll get up to about the 48-yard line. So a 14-yard pass play. And how about that? Zabala is now 3 of 4 for 58 yards and a touchdown here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that touchdown actually ties up his touchdowns and interceptions this year. So hopefully he'll be able to add some more touchdowns to that. So now he'll have more touchdowns than interceptions.
3rd and 13. Zabala's looking to throw. He's got time. He gets hit. He gets hit again, and 62 with a big sack, as Zabala didn't let the ball fly, and he'll end up taking a 3-yard sack, bringing up 4th down. 62 did not give up on that play through the entire thing. That would be Tyler O'Hagan.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Zabala get up after that hit. Actually did a nice job of avoiding the first one, did a little spin, but wasn't able to get away from the second guy. And
first punt for the Mingus Marauders, and that thing's going to bounce and go out of bounds right at about the 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to make sure there's no return.
Yeah, that was actually Chaz Taylor in there with the punt. So, we've seen multiple guys punting for Mingus this year. I guess who has the best week in practice? I don't know.
Right. Okay. Who got a 94 on their math test?
Right.
You're the punter.
Let's see what you got.
Yes, absolutely.
I do like that, though. Kick it out of bounds. Don't give him a chance to return it.
Just open field running in high school football is a danger. I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah.
Everybody has a great running back somewhere. Tight formation here for the Flagstaff Eagles. Lead blockers coming, and running the ball for the first time in this game is going to be number 34. He's actually a freshman, Luis Maria.
There you go.
Mario, pardon me, Mario. So he'll get his first run as a freshman. He'll get stopped by Phelps, and he'll have a 4-yard gain on it his first run. 2nd and 6 for the Flagstaff Eagles, that beehive formation, and there's the snap. Quarterback's looking to throw. He's got to jump. He throws it earlier than he wanted to because Streck came and introduced himself again in case he forgot.
Right. They were the last 2 pass plays, they've let Streck go unblocked, and, they're thinking they're going to be able to get this pass off in time, but Streck's quick, and he gets into that backfield really fast, and so far he's had to change the throwing angle for the quarterback multiple times tonight.
Well, Streck is kind of loving this. I'm an outside defensive end is what I am. 3rd and 7, Flagstaff at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback back to throw again. Will throw, has to hustle. Intended his pass for Morrow, couldn't get it to him, and it'll bring up 4th down, and Flagstaff frustrated that they don't have at least just another little second or so to get that ball off.
Nope. Link was actually in there helping Streck on that play. Again, unblocked. Flagstaff's quarterback just doesn't have enough time to get a decent pass off, and it's hurting their offense right now.
So Rio available or back for the punt, and it is a boomer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's going to take a bounce, a high bounce. Martino take it. He's going to try to the left side, look up the middle, looking for blocking, gets caught from behind, breaks through a tackle down the near sideline, across the 50, takes on a tackler, and out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And so Mingus camps and sets up shop on the Flagstaff side of the field again here with 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it just looks like every game Soria plays with the Marauders, he gets a little bit more comfortable. Big punt right there. Put him back. Nice bounce. He caught it, scanned the field, made one move, got upfield, and puts Mingus in Flagstaff territory once again.
Better than a 50-yard punt, like a 52-yard punt.
Yeah.
All right, so Mingus with a 14-yard a 14-point lead will hand off near side as Nelson shimmies his way over the right-hand side and passed it around the guard for a 2-yard gain. And that'll be the final play here in the first quarter. Take a look at the screen at Verde Valley TV, and it'll show the Cottonwood Recreation Center scoreboard. Mingus on top at the end of the first quarter, 14-0. We're back after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at ReeseTire.com.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 13 years in a row in Cottonwood and 9 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Mingus will go toward the scoreboard from right to left now. Quarterback is Kelly. Kelly in the Wildcat trying to get around the corner. Slips a tackle, spins through one, and then gets a hug and a help from, I think it was Nelson out there for 7 yards.
Yeah.
As Kelly was going down and Nelson caught him, and actually, Nelson caught him and then turned around and just went backward with him, helped him to the ground softly.
Yeah.
7 yards on the carry.
Yeah, I was watching Zabala on that play. He, lined up in the slot position, came back and had a nice block to help Kelly get around the corner.
All right, well, he's back behind center. This time he'll give it, and off to the races goes Nelson. He is open down the middle. A great tackle downfield by Bond, saves the touchdown, but not until he gets a first down and brings it down to the Flagstaff Eagle 27-yard line.
Yeah. Mingus up 14-0 here. Also 14-0 last year when these two teams got together. So we'll see if Mingus can, last year's score ended up Mingus 49, Eagles 14. So far, on their way to duplicating that.
So Mingus will bring the two receivers over to the near side. So Streck, your outside defensive end, is now a receiver, along with Taylor in a jump on the far side, number 74. Thought he might needed a little extra help and would jump and gives Mingus 5 yards on this one.
Yeah, just trying to get back there, trying to make a play, but wasn't quick enough. Or maybe, actually, too quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Too quick.
Yes, definitely premature on the snap was Moshe Adenuzzi.
They got some tough names on this roster here.
I was wrong. It was Ben Beamer that jumped. I'm sorry. I saw 74 on the far side. Maybe he wasn't the first one. Zabala, hands off, up the middle. There goes Taylor. Taylor refusing to go down with contact and gets a great gain. And we'll pick up 4, bringing up a second down and short, maybe 2nd and 1. Mingus in the red zone just outside the 16-yard line.
You know, I'd like to see that Tyler Kelly's helmet staying on tonight so far. Hasn't popped off yet, so he hasn't had to come out for a play.
You made me look up. I'm like, what? What happened again? All right, 2 receivers to the far side, 3 receivers. Trips to the outside, man in motion. There's the pitch. Soria, he's got blocking downfield, looking for the end zone. Touchdown!
Yeah.
17 yards for Soria on the rocket. The sweep to the outside. Great blocking downfield. Is that yellow litter? That might be yellow litter down around the 10-yard line.
Oh, and I don't know if they're going to get...
And there's another flag. Oh, that one just went.
Whoa.
So, yes. So that was a late flag. So we have, well, we're going to have to figure out what the calls are. We're going to wave off the flag. And that might be the touchdown.
Do we know? I wanted to compliment Chaz Taylor on the outside there for just a really, really strong block. Pushed his guy pretty much out of bounds and just, opened up that lane for Soria to go in, untouched.
So he scored a touchdown last week from 6 yards. He gets a 17-yard touchdown here. And they're waving off the original flag, which one would have thought would have been for an illegal block.
Yeah.
They're going to set the ball up at the 3-yard line for what is going to be the 2-point conversion now for the Mingus Marauders. There's the snap, and Zabala throws the ball. It's batted back. I used to do that in badminton when I was a kid. Holy cow. 9:54 left to go here in the first half. And Mingus goes up on top by a score of 20-0. We'll be back after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
So the two-point conversion, no good. The scoreboard says it right now. 9:54 first half. Mingus up 20-0, and they'll have a short kickoff.
Yeah, the reason for the short kickoff, unsportsmanlike conduct on Flagstaff. So Mingus will kick off from Flags 45. So I'm not going to be surprised here if Rodriguez puts this into the end zone.
Yep, absolutely. Looking for a touchback. He's got a couple on the season, and this is one thing this kid's been working on, and it is deep, it is high, and it is in the end zone. Touchback. Rodriguez hits pay dirt from 45 yards out, and that's a weapon in high school football.
It is. You know, there are, throughout every Friday night, there are a ton of kickoff returns for touchdowns. You know, you see them all the time, you know, with the highlights on Friday Night Fever. And there's at least two of them every night. So if you're able to limit those return yards, you know, it's going to work in your favor.
Well, you know, special team coaches applaud their special teams when they stop the other team inside the 35.
Yeah.
Okay, you put it back at the 20. That's a 15-yard field position gain right there. Beehive formation out here for Flagstaff. Looking to take the snap. They take the snap. They go up the middle quickly, and Mingus converges, and a quick takedown for the Mingus Marauders. And carrying the ball is going to be Dylan Joseph. Is that who I saw out there, number 20?
Yeah. But really, Flagstaff having no luck tonight running the ball against this Mingus front seven here. They're, you know, controlling this game, and the reason Flagstaff not being able to move the ball has really been the story of this game, giving Mingus great field position.
Cover 0 for Mingus. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws. Bond has it. Hangs onto the ball. What a phenomenal catch by that young man. He was hit by Fanning as soon as he got the ball. And it'll go for a 7-yard gain for the Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, Fanning coming in, trying to strip at that ball, trying to knock it away. Bond with the strong hands, able to hold on to it, but wasn't able to go anywhere after he caught it.
But as a receiver, you do remember taking that shot.
Oh, yeah.
You remember, and the next time you've got your back to the defender, you think it's coming, whether it's not or not, whether it is or not. Quarterback throws and is hit as he throws. It's almost intercepted. Trying to go to Morrow once again, and the Tres Amigos getting back there for the Mingus Marauders. Streck was one of them, and
Kelly
was the other,
and Martinez looked like
Martinez.
Yeah. You know, as a quarterback, you never want to see those three running down at you. You know, nowhere for them to go. This quarterback's been under pressure all night, as was the Prescott Badgers quarterback.
Yep.
So Mingus doing really just a terrific job tonight of sticking to their game plan and putting that pressure on the quarterback.
So Tagle takes the hit, gets rid of the ball. Now the punt from the sophomore will send Soria across the field. It's got a great bounce.
Wow. Yeah.
What a punt, and a little kick at the end there for the Flagstaff Eagles. Well, he was just touching into this punt, right? So 24-yard line is where the Mingus Marauders will start their worst field position by at least 25 yards so far this game.
Yeah, credit to that Flagstaff punter out there putting 2 boots on it. First one had a great return from Soria. This time, you know, hey, I'm not going to kick it to him. He's hurting us. He's hurting us tonight. Let me just try and kick it over here, away from him. Let my gunners go down there and do the work.
Castruita is a weapon for Flagstaff, and he's a sophomore. That kid's going to be a thorn in the side of the Grand Canyon region for years to come now.
Yeah.
So here we are. If you're just joining us, 8:26 left to go in quarter number 2. Mingus leading 20-0, 3 touchdowns, and 1 out of 3 on the 2-point conversions is how they've gotten to 20. They'll get the ball back here at their own 24-yard line, going from right to left across your radio dial, which of course you can hear on KYBC AM 1600 and 96.3 FM. You can always go to VerdeValleyTV.com to find out when you can watch the video replays on Verde Valley TV. Guess what?
What's that?
Tomorrow on Saturday the 14th, by the way, happy Friday the 13th. Yeah. Saturday the 14th, I will be out in Camp Verde, and I'll be announcing the Fort Verde Days Parade, another local festivity you can see on Verde Valley TV. There's the handoff and a fumble, and Mingus gives up the ball to the Flagstaff Eagles. Xavier Sheffield basically caught the fumbled handoff right at the line of scrimmage at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Kelly just never had a good grip on it. Kind of bounces off his thigh pad right up into the chest of the defensive lineman for Flagstaff, and talk about a break. Flagstaff needed that if they wanted any shot in doing something in this first half here. Hopefully Mingus defense can come in, stop them here, at least hold them to, keep them in this field goal range distance, but you don't want to give up a touchdown right now.
Got trips to the far side, quarterback with a flip, and there is a fumble, and Mingus gets it right back. Morrow couldn't handle the pitch, and Cole Phelps comes up with it. And you gotta, if you're a Flagstaff Eagles fan, you've gotta wonder the effects of Friday the 13th out here. You get a break, give a break. This is just like the Cubs Nationals game last night.
Oh yes, well, we could talk about that game for a while.
Well, yeah, we certainly could, but I mean, those two teams were racing to see who could give the game to the other person.
Yeah, a little bit of some ugly football being played here. These last couple exchanges. Number one thing in football is to protect the football. You never want to see that thing on the ground. Both these teams are going to have to do a better job cleaning that up.
Mingus has actually fumbled 3 times, only given it away once. Soria, a little stutter step, gets to the outside, follows his blocking, has a lane, gets out close to the 30, out to the Mingus Marauder 28-yard line, a gain of about 5 on first down.
Nice patient running there from Soria. Look, he wasn't in a hurry, just setting up his block, slowly kind of trotting out there, and then at the last minute kind of, turns the speed on and able to get a nice pickup on first down.
I hate it when you got more pedal. When you're a defender and that guy's got more pedal, oh my goodness. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. He's going to hand it off. The sweep coming to the near side, cuts back up the middle for the Mingus Marauders, and some tough sledding for... it looks like Nelson, and Nelson will get close to the first down. 3rd and really short. 3rd and almost Zabala sneak short.
Yeah, hey, he's the best at this. I would say if I'm Coach Young, that's what I'm calling right here. Or I bet Zabala call it himself and just lean forward, get the couple inches he needs.
Do you think Flagstaff knows that they've seen film on that? Possibly so. No, they're going to hand it off. And here come the Marauders. It's going to be Kelly who drives a nail through and picks up 7 when he needed 4 inches.
Yeah, nice tackle there from number 11, Tanner Caputo, for the linebacker position for the Eagles. Looked like one of the Flagstaff defenders kind of jumped off sides. No flag, though. It doesn't matter, though, with the nice pickup from Kelly.
Talking to the coaching staff for Flagstaff, when I went down to get their starters, I was absolutely dumbfounded at the number of kids going both ways. So that is one thing that the Grand Canyon region shares. Zabala back to throw, has a man. It's going to be Taylor. Taylor makes a man miss, off to the races, near side, 30-yard line, where he's pulled down from behind by Vicente. And we're going to have a flag on the play, and it's going to be hands to the... No, hitting the quarterback in the head. Hitting the quarterback in the head is going to add, I think, distance onto this reception of already 40 yards. Chaz Taylor settled down at about 23 yards and came back to the ball, able to make the man miss, cut back inside, and pick up more yardage down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Chaz, such an excellent route runner. Does a good job selling like he's going to go deep, stops, comes back. Zabala puts it right on his numbers, and once Chaz gets the ball in his hands, he's able to do things with it, and had a nice yards after the catch there.
He is definitely a weapon. They're going to mark off more yardage, sending the Flagstaff Eagles back. They had an opportunity. They took over a Mingus Marauder fumble at the Mingus Marauder 22-yard line, gave it back on the next play. 4 plays later, and Mingus is already in the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and Kelly's trying to get this crowd pumped up, getting everybody, signaling to the fans, get on their feet here. I like the intensity that the Marauders are playing with as a group.
One back in the backfield, and it's going to be the second back through, which is going to be Nelson, rather. And Nelson pretty much gets back to the line of scrimmage, well defended by the Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, I'd say probably their best defensive play of the night, able to keep Mingus to no gain right there, something they haven't been able to do. And I'll be interested to see what Coach Young calls here. Again, he got one-on-one coverage down at the bottom of the screen with Chaz and faced off with number 11.
Trips, and it's going to be a pitch going out to Soria. Soria trying to get the edge, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5 and outrace everybody to the sideline. And when you get down here, Mingus will have 3rd and about 6 from the 11-yard line. You played. This is where the field gets just really skinny.
Yeah, a lot of players and not a lot of room out there. So you really, this is where your technique has to be good, and you have to execute because any missed block or you step wrong as a running back, just with such little room out there, you got to get skinny and you got to be able to fit through some tight holes.
2 wings, man in the back. They're going to hand it off, cutting up the middle and driving the legs for a decent gain is going to be Nelson. He's going to be short of the first down, inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. So 4th and 2. Is this 4-down territory?
I believe it is. You got this. You're up 20-0. Clock's running here. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. If you go for it on 4th down, you don't get it. You have a Flagstaff backed up in their own territory, and your defense has been playing well all night. I'd say definitely go for it here if you're Mingus.
Well, Coach Young's going to call a timeout, make sure he's got the right play in the right pocket. We'll take a quick break with him. We'll return after this.
If you believe life starts where the blacktop ends, if the power of an engine makes your heart race, don't settle for anything less than Polaris RZR, the ultimate off-road vehicle. With unequaled power, unrivaled suspension, and unmatched agility, all perfectly combined to help you chase down what matters most. Polaris RZR, we fuel your freedom.
Cottonwood Motorsports, located on Route 260 and Western Drive.
Mingus will reconvene over at the ball here. A spread formation. Even the offensive linemen are kind of spread out there. Well, now we got trips to the near side. There's going to be handoff. Kelly's getting around the corner, beats one, and into the end zone. Touchdown! And a flag at the 6-yard line. Going for it on 4th down yet again.
And if this is on Mingus, that will take away the free 4 games bowling, unfortunately.
Yes, it will, and they have pointed anti-Mingus way, so that will take the points off the off of the scoreboard, and somebody's going to have to pay for the extra cannon shot that went off.
Yeah, somebody jumped the gun down there, didn't see the flag.
I get it, jump the gun, I get it.
Oh,
that's good.
I was going for it. So now does Coach Young go for this?
Well, yeah, it is 4th. It is 4th and 11 now from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and I don't see Rodriguez going out there to kick the field goal.
Right. Mingus does not. Mingus has not relied on their kicking game. Have not gone for a field goal. This would obviously be field goal potential territory. So 4th and 11, and Mingus will go for it. Out here, already up 20-0, second quarter action. Quarterback takes the ball. Zabala throws the hips and overthrows. Tried to go underneath to Tyler Kelly, and it falls harmlessly to the deck, so it'll be a stand for the Flagstaff Eagles. They'll get the ball back, trailing 20-0. 5:37 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice job from the Flagstaff defense. Had everybody covered. They didn't send a lot of pressure in on Zabala. They had everything covered in the secondary, so Zabala had to try and dump it off short to Kelly, and they had a guy right there on Kelly. Zabala just kind of overthrows, and probably a smart decision because Kelly would have probably taken a big hit.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 back in the backfield, probably for blocking. No, it's for pitching, and he'll cut it back toward the middle. Avoids 1 tackle and then keeps the legs going for a decent gain on first down. That's going to be Morrow again. That is a load coming at you for 3 yards.
Yeah, he's a big kid. That's why it took multiple Mingus defenders to bring him down. You would think, Flagstaff, they just haven't been able to get anything going. They've had some turnovers, and really they haven't been able to feed Morrow the ball probably as much as they've wanted to.
Well, look at this bunch formation, overload the line on the far side. There's the snap, and they're going that way, and Mingus just cuts underneath it, and Morrow gets the ball and is greeted by a wave of red for no gain on the play.
Yeah, that's Martinez's helmet popped off, so he'll have to come out for a play. Nelson runs in on defense, and after that hit Morrow just took, he might not want to run the ball anymore.
Lucas Sabota playing a lot of nose guard out there. Right now they've got Griffin stepping in, so you got 2 Griffins on the line. And 1 at defensive end and 1 at nose guard. Trips to the near side with that wing, 1 back in the backfield. There's the snap. They're going to go against it the other way. The pitch happens late. Morrow gets a good gain and a big hit out there on the quarterback as soon as he pitched it.
Yeah, that was Streck. Almost was able to take that pitch in midair. Good job by the Flagstaff quarterback just being able to pitch that out and not fumble it and not take a big loss.
So 4th and a short. Down by 20, 3:50 left to go in the first half, and Flagstaff shows punt. Flagstaff shows punt. No, Flagstaff shows timeout.
Okay.
That's what they show. So they're going to talk about it and see if they want to go for it. We'll return and find out what their decision is after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
So Flagstaff takes the timeout, still shows punt formation. If you are a defensive coach, are you looking at a possible fake here or not? I definitely wouldn't be coming after the punt. I would be looking for a potential fake. And they put a man in motion, actually. And there's the snap, and it is a fake. And Josh Thomas gets the ball and then loses it on the far side. They're saying he was down. Whistle, 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 whistle. They're saying that Josh Thomas was down. It was a direct snap to the short man in the punt formation.
Yeah, I don't. It could have been a direct snap to him. I don't know if it was a bad snap. I would say it probably was snapped to him. He just wasn't able to handle it. And so then he tries to just run for it. Good job by the Mingus defense, able to stop him. And then whistle was blown, and right at about the time the whistle was blown, he tried to pitch it back to his punter. And his punter got it, and he actually ran for the first down, but there was no Mingus defenders chasing him because they all stopped when they heard the whistle blow.
Well, except for one.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson didn't care. He sets the hearing aid so that you can't hear that frequency.
Yeah.
So And it looks like they're setting the ball for a re-punt, a redo on 4th down. I wonder if the refs are calling an early whistle, coming to the conclusion that Thomas was not down when they blew the whistle.
So then you just go to a replay of the down?
An official do-over, but the surprise of the snap to the short man is gone, and now they're going to go with the traditional kick. So Flagstaff ends up losing on that. Fair catch called, and Mingus will take over at the 42-yard line. Soria with the catch, and Mingus will get the ball back with the 20-0 lead. 3.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. So the short whistle actually goes against the Flagstaff Eagles, and their Friday the 13th woes kind of continue and pile up.
Yeah, this is not the start that they expected. They're coming into this game 6-1. They've had a lot of success so far this year, and Mingus just came into here tonight ready for them, and so far they've showed that they've been the more physical team.
Mingus is trying to show that the Bradshaw game was a fluke.
Yeah.
There's the snap, and second man gets the ball, runs into his blocker, falls forward for no gain on the play, as trying to go off the lead, and Nelson comes up, gives the ball back, and he'll go back to the huddle.
Yeah, and coming up at halftime here, we got a little Mighty Might football going on. We got the Cottonwood Marauders facing the Cottonwood Lobos, 6-, 7-, and 8-year-olds. So that'll be fun to watch.
It is, and speaking of which, we'll have Youth Football Championship Day coming up on the 4th of November right here at Mingus Union High School. As Tyler Kelly breaks, and he's got a first down, spinning, staying on his feet, and past the 40-yard line of the Flagstaff Eagles. And the man who would not go down gains another 18 on that rip right up the middle.
Yeah, I've been waiting for him to break one like that tonight. He's usually good for a couple a game. Just throws a couple guys off of him, carries a couple more, and another classic run from Kelly.
Nelson and Kelly both had 100-yard gains against Flagstaff, against Prescott last week. Both of them 200. Oh, that's right, 200 yards per pass across the sideline right at the hash marks, and Chaz Taylor will pick up another first down. It's good for 13 and move the chains down to the 26 as Mingus. Now the clock stops while they move the chains at 2:23 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, if Mingus really wants to score a touchdown here to go into the half, either up 26, 27, or 28-0, that would really make things difficult for Flagstaff in the second half.
Two backs in the backfield, and the handoff, and it's going to go for naught, as we'll have an illegal motion, says the side judge on the near side right in front of the Mingus Marauder bench, and that's going to back up Mingus. That is the third penalty against the Mingus Marauders here in the first half. They got 3 penalties for 30 yards. One took a touchdown off the board, though.
And our bowling games.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
It's a shame.
The emails rolling in from Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
All right.
Give us games. Give us games. So, 1st and 15 now. And Soria goes into motion, and Zabala steps back, looking to throw, gets into the park, moves out to the outside. Now he's going to run it, comes up, takes a shot from the defensive back instead of stepping out of bounds, and that's going to keep the clock rolling as well. He will pick up the 5 they lost and add 3 more, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. And we're going to have an official timeout as we have an Eagle down out on the field, and he's going to get up and walk off himself, and that's going to be Morrow.
Yeah.
That's going to be Morrow. He's been out there, every play?
Yeah, he's one of those guys who plays special teams, defense, offense. He's their do-it-all man. They do not want to see him go down.
Flagstaff Eagles have been playing Ironman football all the way through. You look at their roster, Carson, and they got 39 on their roster.
Yeah, not a very big roster.
No, and so if you've got 5 people during that time that didn't make practice, injured, hurt, maybe you just want to hold them out for something, maybe there's a grade issue, you got 5 or 6 players like that, you're down to 33. You can barely play yourself.
Yeah, and that hurts, especially in practice during the week when you're down men like that. You can't really get an efficient scout team out there to run plays against or to run your defense against, and it hurts you, and then it carries over into Friday nights, and that could be what we're seeing here tonight from the Flagstaff team.
Where there's the snap, a bad snap. Mingus overcomes it, though. Nelson dives forward for a little, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5, maybe 6 from just outside the red zone at the 22.
Yeah, Mingus fortunate again there. They didn't fumble. Zabala with good hands there, able to go down and pick that snap up, and it kind of threw off the whole play, and that's why Nelson was tackled in the backfield.
Time becoming an issue, winding down to 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Under now, 55 seconds. Mingus with the 20-0 lead. Zabala over center, takes the snap, hands it off, and keeps it himself, and stole it from
Kelly.
Stole it from Kelly, and Kelly's going to probably come knock on his door here tonight trying to get that ball back.
Yeah, I think Kelly's looking at him, raising up his hands like, what are you doing, man? That was me. Zabala said, Zabala must have, he's had a little success on that previous run he had. He just wanted to get in on the action.
So 4th and 8, and Mingus is going for it, and might be close to the final play here in the first half. They throw up underneath, and going down the sideline is Soria. Keeps himself in bounds and then out of bounds with 12 seconds left to go at the 5. He tiptoed down the sideline, got hit, and somehow kept his feet going and in bounds.
Yeah, I think at about the 13, 12-yard line, I think the defender just thought he was maybe going to step out of bounds because the clock's running out. And he doesn't, and he's able to get it down to the 5-yard line and then get out of bounds. So this sets Mingus up here. I would say maybe a couple got time for a couple pass plays or a quick run play and a timeout if you don't get in the end zone.
Well, Mingus will take the snaps, and Zabala's looking for somewhere to throw it. He'll throw it out of the back of the end zone. Had a man, but still a wise choice. Yeah. He was pressured by big number 62 coming in once again. O'Hagan. Is that not a defensive lineman name?
Hagan.
O'Hagan.
O'Hagan.
I mean,
it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Something you'd see in the movies or something.
Or in the NFL.
Or in the NFL.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But, yeah, nice, smart play from Zabala there. Throwing it out of bounds, nothing there. But if he was able to have just a little bit more time, I think he would have been able to set his feet and hit Streck there for the touchdown.
Trips to the far side, tight end on the near side. Zabala looking to throws, and it goes through the hands of the receiver. 3rd and 5, 4 ticks on the clock, and Mingus will have another shot at it. We thought they might get 2 plays. They're going to go on 3 plays now. Now they're going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here.
Yeah.
As Coach Young is going to go through the play that he wants to run here. You're going to go in, you're going to go out, you're going to go up, you're going to go down.
All right.
And then you're going to block this guy, and you're going to do this over this way.
I like that play, Jackie.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Yeah, that one comes from page 62 of the 52 page playbook.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if Mingus maybe goes to a rocket, trying to get outside. They've had some success tonight with that play. Or maybe if they try to get Chaz, try to maybe put Trips to one side and get Chaz alone, maybe for a one-on-one.
Trickery could be out there,
too.
Soria, the former Williams quarterback last year. So, obviously, he has the ability to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Kelly has been able to throw the ball. So, pitch play option, halfback option, pass play.
Yeah.
You got all sorts of different options.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with Trips to the far side of the field, the wide side of the field. Zabala in shotgun takes the snap, looking for somewhere to go. Comes to the near side, overthrows Streck, and that's how the first half is going to end. Flagstaff with a defensive stand here at the end of the second quarter keeps Mingus out of the end zone for the 4th time. But Mingus here at halftime enjoying a 20-0 lead over the Flagstaff Eagles. We'll take a break and get into the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report coming up after this.
If you believe life starts where the blacktop ends, if the power of an engine makes your heart race, don't settle for anything less than Polaris RZR, the ultimate off-road vehicle. With unequaled power, unrivaled suspension, and unmatched agility, all perfectly combined to help you chase down what matters most. Polaris RZR, we fuel your freedom.
Cottonwood Motorsports, located on Route 260 and Western Drive.
Pawn Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pawn Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pawnpalaceaz.com.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're a dealer for you, located on Highway 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Well, we got two teams on the field. Look, the Marauders shrunk. It's actually the Mighty Might Marauders against the Mighty Might Lobos out on the field here, entertaining the crowd here at halftime for the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and a Ram halftime report. I think I saw that misdirection. Mingus ran it earlier, didn't they?
Yeah, I love watching those little guys out there. You know, they're all going 100 miles an hour. They're having fun. That's the number one thing.
And learning
Yes.
the game, learning football, learning a love for team, learning a love for brother. You know, and trying to, you know, put something together where, you know, it's bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's team of these mini Marauders out there actually running the hurry up.
Yeah, well, that's because Mingus told them they have a maximum of about 10 minutes to play out there on the field. So you better run that hurry up.
Right.
The Marauders probably had their first 7 or 8 plays scripted. How about that? Hey, we want to thank our friends from Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and a Ram, and heard from Travis here today and saying that he might not be able to get by here tonight. He is still at work, and he's making deals. Check this out, $8,000 off of Jeep Cherokees and $10,000. Is that correct? $10,000 off any in-stock Ram truck. It's keeping him busy. It's keeping him busy. And so Oxendale, going into the Oxendale zone, is keeping things busy. And Travis unable to break away to go into halftime here with us here today. Another great run out there by the Mini Marauders. You can see this on Verde Valley TV. In fact, this will be a kind of just a little infomercial of what's coming up for Youth Championship Day, for which will be on this field. It'll be fantastic. We'll have 6 games that day, which will be an awful lot of fun. Taking a look at the game. Well, let's move up to the 4A level. How about that?
Yeah.
Take a look at that game and take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. Mingus was, it's all been Mingus. 3 touchdowns by Mingus here in the first quarter. 8:18 left to go. A 16-yard run by Nelson. Was he tackled? No. Was he stopped? No. He kept going and kept the legs going, and that was mostly Nelson. A little bit of blocking at the beginning. The 2-point conversion. The pass to Taylor was no good. It was 6-0. Then still first quarter, 7:07 left to go, and a wonderful pass downfield. Zabala has two receivers open. I thought they were going to fight for it, Soria and Taylor, but Taylor comes down with it. A 41-yard touchdown pass, and then the 2-point conversion, a run by Nelson, was good. It was 14-0. 9:54 left to go. And a 17-yard run by Soria outside, cuts it up underneath the block, finds the corner of the end zone. It's good. The 2-point conversion, no good. And here we lie at halftime by a score of 20-0. What's your thoughts?
My first thought was loved how Mingus came out. They were the aggressors so far early in this game. They forced some turnovers. What you were talking about earlier, who's going to win this turnover battle? So far, Mingus is ahead in that category. Like the way they're running the ball, the way they're passing the ball. They got Zabala some quick passes early, got him in a nice little rhythm. And, they're starting with good field position. So that's been a key to the 20-0 lead. And really just stopping Flagstaff. They haven't been able to do anything on the ground, anything in the air. Streck is getting in the backfield almost every play. They really don't have an answer for him.
No, certainly so. Just coming right off the edges, the outside to second defensive end, if you will, is where Streck's playing out here today, and he's just being disruptive. We don't want that in class, but on the football field, that's absolutely fantastic. And has done a phenomenal job. Mingus has got a pick. Colby Fanning got a pick early in the game on the second offensive play for Flagstaff. Mingus went down and scored and went up 14-0. Interesting how Flagstaff has actually fought back. Mingus has fumbled the ball 3 times and only given it away once. Which is extremely important. We've had a fumble recovery for the Mingus Marauders on a Flagstaff fumble. In fact, Mingus fumbles on our own 22-yard line. Flagstaff gets it, and then the next play on the pitch, they gave it right back to the Mingus Marauders, who then drove the field, didn't score, but drove the field and certainly ate clock. And when Flagstaff's playing two-way players, when they're out there defensively, they're getting more tired quickly, as opposed to playing offensively.
When I played, I did a little bit of going both ways out there. Didn't do it as much as some of these guys are out here. It's tough. These guys are young, they are in shape, but it takes a toll on you, especially when you're doing special teams, defense, offense, and then when you're a big part of all 3 of those phases of the game, you take a big hit, maybe on the leg or in the arm or something, you're going to be feeling it for the rest of the game. But credit to the Flagstaff defense. They held Mingus at the end of the half when Mingus had a great opportunity to go up at least 26-0. So that's something that they can take into halftime. So they got the stop right there. They will get the ball to start the second half. Mingus is just going to have to keep bringing the pressure.
Certainly so. We're going to take a break here in the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. Keep Travis busy. He'll keep giving the discounts, I promise. And when we return, we'll go into some individual stats and team stats when we come back after this.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Are you looking for a different approach to healthcare? A place where excellent care is combined with kindness and compassion? If so, welcome to Spectrum. At Spectrum, our approach to healthcare is positively different. From primary care to pediatrics, our staff is dedicated to one thing: you. As a leader in integrated care in Arizona, we treat the whole person because we think everyone deserves to feel better. Spectrum Healthcare, for mind, for body, for all of you.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
I was just watching the commercial for Tiffany Construction. I remember a Tiffany on this field who ran up and down and up and down. A great player. In fact, wore number 38, believe it or not. So, yeah, that one kind of comes to mind. The Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime reports. Continues the Oxendale zone. First 52 want to take advantage of the deals. $8,000 off of Jeeps, up to $10,000 off Ram trucks in stock, up to 10 grand off. Unbelievable. Wow. And you can get those deals. Go see my friend Travis, proud sponsor of our halftime report here at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Well, they're the sponsor. We're at Mingus Union High School, and off the left side behind the tackle, a touchdown for the Mini Marauders on the field. What a thrill that's going to be in front of this crowd on the Mingus field.
Yeah, not only are our stands packed, Flagstaff brought a bunch of people. They actually filled up the whole away stand. So, you know, these kids are probably looking up here just, you know, big bug-eyed, you know.
I know.
It's great.
And some of the Flagstaff fans writing down the numbers. Number 16 ran the ball. We're going to have to deal with him in 10 years. Right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I'm sure these two squads are going to be continuing to go at it for years to come. Mingus with the advantage here at halftime, 20-0. And it's pretty much been all Mingus. Let's deal with the defense first. Mingus's defense has been swarming as they have literally just brought it against the run. They have decided they're not going to give any time to throw the ball out here. Henry Tagle has shown me some incredible toughness. He has taken shots here today. Yeah. He has stood in and still tried to complete the ball, whether he's been accurate or not because of the pressure. 2 for 6 in the game, 23 yards. He's got 1 interception. Colby Fanning picked him off once. Morrow on the ground has been their leading rusher with 6 carries and 14 yards. No touchdowns, obviously no points. 12 yards on the ground, 23 in the air. Mingus's defense has held the Flagstaff Eagles, the 6-1 Flagstaff Eagles, to 37 yards of offense here in the first half.
Yeah, if you're Coach Dixon, you got to be very pleased with how your defense is playing. You know, you couldn't have scripted it better than how it's playing out here. I mean, if they can keep that up in the second half, it's going to be tough to do, but I think they can do it. You know, this is going to be one of the all-time great performances from a defensive perspective.
Well, the Mingus Marauders, the high school Mingus Marauders, come out. And look at this. They're giving high fives to both teams, the Mighty Might Marauders and the Mighty Might Lobos. Both Cottonwood teams, part of High Desert Youth Football. And this is what we were talking about. This is what you get to go see on Saturdays.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, you can't. You're going to be entertained out there. The kids they're just laughing. They're running around. You know, they got the big helmets on, but some of them are pretty quick.
I remember coaching at this level, and some of the kids are so small that if they, kind of flip a hip to the side and the helmet turns,
they start going.
Yeah, they get top heavy, and over they go. So it's absolutely fun. Let's take a look at the Mingus stats here in the first half. Sabala has been very efficient, very wise with the ball out here today, and has protected it well. 6 for 10, 131 yards. He's got 2 completions out there, 40 and 41 yards to Taylor. One of those for a touchdown, the 41-yarder for a touchdown. Kelly on the ground, 11 carries, 42 yards, and no touchdowns on the ground. Nelson has a touchdown to go along with 10 carries and 50 yards. Soria has got a touchdown on the ground, 4 carries and 20 yards. So the Mingus Marauders, 144 yards on the ground, 131 yards in the air, 275 yards total offense. We're going to take a break. Second half is coming up here at Mingus Union High School. The Marauders over the Flagstaff Eagles at halftime, 20-0. Second half action coming up after this.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
Mateo. I'm Shawn Mendes. Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
This has been the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Report. They're a dealer for you. Located on Highway 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. We'll return for exciting Mingus Marauder football second half action on AM 1600 and 96.3 FM KYBC or online at myradioplace.com right after this.
Well, Flagstaff's ready to play. They came out of the locker room pretty much went right into their kick return.
Yeah, they did.
Holy cow. Hey, an important score coming up here.
Yeah, so Bradshaw Mountain leads Lee Williams at halftime 14-7. We're going to be keeping you guys updated with this score. This is a very important Grand Canyon region game. It's, Mingus this affects Mingus. It affects a lot of people in the Grand Canyon region. So like I said, we'll be keeping you updated with that.
Flagstaff is rooting for Bradshaw because they've beaten Bradshaw. And if Flagstaff, if there's a three-way tie, they'll have the better record. And would probably take the region on that basis. Mingus is rooting for Lee Williams because if Lee Williams beats Bradshaw and Mingus beats Flagstaff here, then Mingus would have head-to-head with Flagstaff and with Prescott, and both of them would only have one loss in the region. Here's the kickoff. Rodriguez sends it to Bond near side. He'll take it at about the 14. He's got a running start, finds the middle of the field, cuts back. Mingus will take him down at about the 35-yard line, just short of the 35-yard line. And so Flagstaff out to the line of scrimmage quickly. They're going to set up right there.
Probably Flagstaff's best play of the night. That was a Bond. You're James Bond, not James Bond. Just kidding.
Colton, I think. Colton. There we go. Colton Bond.
Yep, and just caught it, ran upfield hard, and puts Flagstaff in really good field position, their best of the night.
Beehive formation, they sprint to the line. Flagstaff trying to get something done here. Second half, Tagle throws, comes across, and it's up in the air. Almost picked off the quick slant. Colby Fanning did a great job once again, and 3 Marauders batting at that ball in the air.
Yeah, Fanning doing just an outstanding job on the corner there on the far side, getting his hands in on almost every pass play, and about 3 Marauders had a chance at it. Unfortunately, it just fell to the ground.
Well, that makes offensive coordinators, their hearts skip a beat when that ball, it took like 17 minutes for it to hit the ground for the offensive coordinator of the Flagstaff Eagles. Twins to the far side, 1 man in the backfield. Tagle's going to throw. He's going to throw to the near side, and it is incomplete. Valenzuela on the coverage and right over the back of Becenti, but it was thrown only where Becenti could get it.
Yeah, actually a really good ball. I noticed coming out in the second half, Flag has kept an extra man on the line of scrimmage to hit Streck so he doesn't have a free run at the quarterback. Valenzuela, nice coverage there on the wide receiver, getting a hand in there. Bang play. And usually the ref's going to give you benefit of the doubt on that play.
Link's on the other side, and he comes off the edge. He gets pressure this time. He's hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete, overthrew. And I saw Link going to the outside, and he just revved up those Fred Flintstone legs and got some momentum coming. So it'll bring up 4th down, 3 passes, and incompletions will drive the Flagstaff Eagles to punt.
Yeah, another good defensive series for the Mingus Marauders. 3 straight passes from Flag, 3 pressures from Mingus, and now the punt. Bad snap, low. Able to get it off in another.
Great punt.
Yeah.
Great punt. He gets a ball about 45 yards downfield. It goes out of bounds at the 32 with no returnable opportunity for Soria.
Yeah, had actually play it off the hop. Center one hopped it in there. Difficult job of catching that. That's tough. You never know where that football is going to go, but he picks it up, gets off a nice kick.
And you don't have a glove. You don't get a big leather glove to try to sweep it.
Right.
You know.
You get down there, getting your fielding stance.
I know. I'm getting my sports combined. I'm sorry. Mingus comes out. 2 wings, 1 receiver, and second back coming around the corner with a great fake, and Nelson's off to the races. He's at the 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and touchdown. Soria caught him.
Yeah, he did.
And guided him into the end zone for the touchdown. A huge 1-play run and touchdown for the Mingus Marauders. Just the misdirection caught the Flagstaff Eagles by surprise.
Yeah, Soria passes the 3 defenders for Flagstaff that were trying to chase Nelson down. He's just so fast. That was a fun thing to watch there. Kind of shades of the Mojave game. Come out, first time offense gets the ball. Nelson goes around the corner for a long touchdown run.
And they set up for the traditional extra point. Rodriguez is up and good. So Mingus goes up 27-0. A 3-and-out for Flagstaff. 1-play touchdown score for Mingus here in the second half. We'll return for kickoff after this.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
4 quarters ago, we began way back at Mingus.
Yeah.
As Rodriguez is ready to kick off, and he'll punch this one toward the end zone. Bond will take it at about the 8-yard line, coming right down the middle of the field. Heads off to the right-hand side, trying to get the corner, and Mingus will get him about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and going back to the offense area with that touchdown run. That put Nelson over 100 yards rushing. And so, over 200 yards last week, now over 100 yards, and we just started the second half. He's on his way to having himself a nice October.
11 carries, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground from the junior from Mingus Union High School. Well, here comes Tagle, and an I formation, 2 receivers on the far side for the Flagstaff Eagles, and an attempted pitch and a push by Streck on the quarterback, and it'll be a sack.
Yeah, that play kind of looked a little funny from the beginning there. Not sure why he didn't pitch the ball. I don't know, maybe he heard a whistle, but everybody was kind of in slow motion, and then Streck's just like, all right, I'm going to shove you to the ground here.
So that'll be the second sack out there for Streck, and that'll be the most effortless of his sacks so far here, as the quarterback had nowhere to go. But that just looks strange. Tagle throws across the middle, and it is bobbled and then caught again.
No, incomplete. It falls to the ground. I thought it was caught too, and then at the last second here, I see a ball rolling on the ground. Ref signal incomplete pass.
All right, so Duchette couldn't find the handle for the Flagstaff Eagles, and Flagstaff is somewhat limited to the quick stuff against the Mingus Marauders here, as Mingus is going all for naught, all-out pressure.
Yeah.
3rd and 13 from their own 26-yard line. Beehive formation. Quarterback will roll to the near side, looking for somewhere to go. Throws the ball downfield, has a receiver and a completion. It is inbounds and good for a first down to Vicente out here at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good pitch and catch there from quarterback out to Vicente. Flagstaff's most successful offensive play of the night. I'm sure Flagstaff hasn't seen this type of pressure this year yet. Mingus is just bringing it from all ends, and it's tough to pick up. You're on the line of scrimmage, and you see, especially as a lineman and a back, you see about 5 guys coming in all different holes. You don't know who to pick up, but they did a good job there, and they picked up the first down.
There's the pitch out of the eye. Morrow will cut it up underneath and gain a little through his body into the Mingus Marauder defenders and gets up to the 44-yard line, a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, a couple words being exchanged down there. Refs getting in between a couple of the guys.
Just exchanging emails.
Yeah. Hey, man.
What's your Facebook?
Right.
What's your Facebook?
Let's be friends.
2nd and 9. Bunch formation once again for the Flagstaff Eagles. 1 receiver either side. Mingus on sole red coverage. There's the pitch outside, trying to find a place to go. Mingus beats him to the edge, and as Dylan Joseph gets the ball and the carry on the speed option, and no gain. 3rd and 9 from there, the Flagstaff 43-yard line, 44-yard line.
Yeah, Chaz and Fanning are just having their way on the far side of the field there with whoever's out there, running back, wide receiver, man in the slot. They're just eating Flagstaff up over there.
3rd and 10, 1 receiver. They're going to go to him across, and what a phenomenal catch. Catching the ball up underneath is Vicente for his second 3rd down conversion catch in a row. He gets 13 on this one. Great pressure by Mingus, and even better throw and catch.
Yeah, and Huey actually was playing good defense on the play. Had really nice coverage, almost got a hand on the ball, but perfect placement from the quarterback, and Vicente showing off the hands.
2nd reception of the game for the young man from Flagstaff. In fact, he is a junior, 5'8", 145 pounds. Not a big kid according to the roster, but certainly will be back for next year for this Flagstaff squad. He's the only receiver out at the moment, although those wings will go out for passes, and they do it. The quarterback's hit from behind, and he fumbles. And Flagstaff able to recover it, and want to see it. Was that? I think it might have been Lucas coming off the edge. No, it's Kelly.
Yeah,
Kelly saw target and became missile.
Yeah, he did. He's later in this year, or a few games ago, he switched to really just focusing on offense. So Coach Dixon will throw him in on defense every now and then. You know, he sits out a couple plays on defense, gets rested up, and then, you know, just a perfect call, bring him in, fresh leg, come around the corner, and nobody's going to stop him.
Kind of the way the NFL does with their defensive ends, and here comes Strack. He's a chasing, and he's got to throw it away, throws it in the area of an eligible receiver. And I got to tip my hat because that was actually a very smart play to avoid the sack and an oncoming Strack, which sounds a lot like an oncoming truck. And if you're on the field, that's what it looks like. Yeah. And able to throw the ball away and make something horrible into something less horrible.
Yeah, we saw that all last week with Streck in the backfield trying to bring down the quarterback, but they're Prescott's quarterback able to get the ball away just at the last minute. This time, Flag's quarterback able to do the same thing. And, you know, Mingus still not taking their foot off the gas pedal, just pressure.
3rd and 17 from the 50-yard line. Tagle steps back, throws, tipped as he throws, got it out to Morrow, and a big hit out there by the Mingus Marauders as soon as he caught the ball.
Yeah, that was Chaz coming up from his safety position, and actually the guy he hit is still on the ground. That's Morrow. And
he took a shot in the back. A shot in the back. 50-yard line is the line of scrimmage, so that is 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. His quarterback did him no favors, throwing it up in the air, exposing the ribs.
Yeah.
And a textbook tackle out there by Chaz Taylor takes him down to the ground, and my prayer is that he got the wind knocked out of him, and that's the worst damage that we're looking at out on the field. 7:37, Mingus up 27-0, forcing a 4th and long, 4th and 17. We'll take a break here at Mingus Union High School. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Mingus's defense on the field as Morrow will get up and walk off. Josh Morrow, running back, inside linebacker, 6'2", 190-pound Flagstaff Eagle, gets off and goes off the field under his own power, and that is a blessing.
Yeah, took a huge shot from Taylor. Really, clean tackle, perfect, form tackle. Got his helmet across, just put his shoulder pad right into the rib cage of Morrow there, and hopefully he'll be able to re-enter this game.
Into the no-pad zone, right? Flagstaff with a punt, and it's not a great one, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll get close to the original first down marker, and we're going to see where they're going to actually mark this, as it is looking to be at about a 17-yard, 16-yard punt is the net punt yardage out of that one, and Mingus will get the ball at their own 34-yard line, didn't have to do a return.
No, that's really been the strong part of Flagstaff's game tonight, has been the punt team, but they came up short for them there, and now Mingus have the ball in decent field position, and we'll see if they can continue their success.
Over the last 6 quarters, Mingus's defense has given up 6 points, 2 field goals. 2 field goals to Prescott. That has been the extent of the points allowed. Man in motion for the Mingus Marauders. They'll hand up off the middle. Tyler Kelly, a hard collision, partially with the ground and partially with the defense. Pardon me, that's Colby Fanning getting a run. And he'll pick up a couple of yards, 2 yards. He ran like Tyler Kelly, though. I'll tell you, he ran hard.
He was running really hard. And credit to the Flagstaff defense. They were hitting hard.
Well, they have not given up, I tell you that. If you're a Flagstaff fan listening, Flagstaff is playing hard. There's no doubts about it. Mingus, bunch formation, lots of movement, and coming to the outside is going to be Kelly. Kelly getting the ball from the position where Nelson normally is, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. Nelson already over 100 yards, and Kelly with his first rush of the second half puts him at 77 yards. So he is 23 yards away from a second game in a row better than 100 rushing yards. And you corrected me. They both had 200 yards last week.
Yeah, just so impressive.
Man in motion, and quarterback's looking to throw. Quick throw. And Nelson had it between the legs, juggled. Probably pulled 3 scarves out of his sleeve somewhere and then dropped it.
Yeah, the ball was a little bit behind him, but he did have both hands on it. It looked like when he turned upfield to make his move, just wasn't able to secure it, and it falls to the ground. So Mingus in the punt formation here for the, I want to say the first time tonight.
Second time,
actually. Second time, I'm sorry.
Taylor with the punt.
Right, second time.
Booms
wow.
it. It's going to bounce at about the 20, picked up at about the 5, turned around. Vicente gets a block in the backfield there and then gets wrapped up at about the 19-yard line. And downfield, Colby Fanning took a shot from a man going the opposite direction and exchanged business cards, and they're gonna they're gonna mark the ball at the 20-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mingus gives the ball back, but they've got a 27-0 lead over the 6-1 Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, so Flagstaff will take over at their 25-yard line. Mingus looking to keep this shutout intact. They would be very, very happy if they could shut out this Flagstaff Eagles team, who's 6-1 on the season.
Mingus, 9 guys in the box defensively. Quarterback steps back to throw, gets pressure, knocked down, and it's going to be Stretch again with the push down.
That's his second sack of the push down variety tonight. Just kind of just gives him a little forearm shiver there, and he's a strong kid, so not surprised that the quarterback went down. Tegel's just like you were mentioning earlier, Jackie. He's taken some shots tonight, but he's gotten right back up and he's continuing to play hard. You got to respect that.
Oh, absolutely. A junior, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Not a big kid in stature, but certainly has played out here with an awful lot of heart. Beehive formation out here. Mingus looks like they're coming, and the flag, we will get an illegal motion on the Flagstaff Eagles. They were looked up and counted, and they probably thought Mingus had 15 guys in the blitz.
That's probably what it looks like from their end all night. Just constant pressure in their face. I don't think they've had a rushing play go for over 4 yards tonight.
Now you're going to make me look. Yes, they have.
Oh, they have.
Morrow got 6 yards on one.
Okay.
And he is their leading rusher right now, although he took a shot and may not be in the game.
Yeah.
We'll have to look for his number, see if the young man's back out. He's got 15 yards on 7 carries. So second and about 23, the ball at the 8-yard line from the Flagstaff Eagles, and they running out of a tackle, and then getting hit right at about the 9-yard line is going to be Dylan Joseph, the senior, 6'1", 205. And Mingus takes him down quickly for a 3rd and long, maybe 3rd and 20 or 21.
Yeah, and it just seems like every time you look up, Flagstaff is in this 3rd and long situation. Then, they got to resort to pass, and Mingus knows they got to pass. So Mingus brings the house, and Flagstaff just hasn't been able to match up with that pressure, and that's why the score is 27-0, because Mingus has been getting to the quarterback and forcing those turnovers.
Sabota playing nose guard out there for the Mingus Marauders. Mingus showing blitz, and there's the punt. Left-footed punter puts one up. It's going to take a great bounce for the Flagstaff Eagles and go out of bounds at the Mingus Marauder 43-yard line. So a 46-yard punt for the Flagstaff Eagles at least puts the Mingus Marauders on their own side of the field.
Yeah, something that you can't say they've done tonight. Mingus has started this game really their best field position of any game all year, and they've taken advantage of it. You got to appreciate that they've taken advantage of the ball being placed close to their end zone. They put the ball scoring touchdowns, not settling for field goals. What we know, Mingus isn't going to settle for a field goal, but putting the ball in the end zone's that's how you win the game. They're doing a great job of it tonight.
You win the game in the trenches, and Mingus has won the game in the trenches, especially on the defensive line, no doubt. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. There's the snap. They're going to run out of it, and looks like Kelly is going to have a gain of about 5 yards to start off. Gets close to midfield. Mingus going left to right across your radio dial. They'll have the ball at their own 48 with a lead with 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mingus leading 27-0 according to the Cottonwood Parks and Recreation scoreboard.
I think their scoreboard's right. Pretty sure.
It is. We will make it right because we can control that one. So Tyler Kelly's only got 2 carries here in the second half, and there is a run coming to the near side, and juking and jiving, and across the 50 is Alex Nelson, the elusive one.
Yeah, he is. Really, these last few weeks, he's just been running like, he's mad at somebody. Doing a nice job. I feel like him and Kelly are always competing, see who can, get a friendly rivalry, see who can rush for more yards. Obviously it all depends on what the offensive line's going to do for you on that play, but I think it's a nice, good competition between the two, and now we got Kelly in the backfield. Or, excuse me, I thought it was going to be a Wildcat, but I didn't see the ball up there under center.
He is under center. Saria's on the near side, and there's the snap, and they run inside. No, Kelly takes it outside. He'll get the corner. He's got the 40, and through a tackle and down past the 35-yard line. A first down for the young man from Mingus, the senior from Mingus, and he'll pick up another 14 yards on that carry. I got to put that into my system and find out how close to 100 he is. And, ooh, that's dangerously close.
Kelly showing off his vision there. Looked like he knew exactly where that middle linebacker was going to be before the play started. Middle linebacker shot a gap, and Kelly with a nice jump cut to the outside, and then, the foot race to the corner, and, you're not going to catch him.
That's aggravating when you shoot your gap and you've got the play and they bounce it around you to the outside anyway. Man in motion, and here's the pitch coming near side. Saria with the ball. He's got blockers. He's got the edge and out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, and push down out of bounds right in front of the athletic director.
Yeah.
Yancey DeVore.
Yep.
And so Yancey DeVore gets a great view of a 7-yard run for the senior from Mingus.
Hey, how about a block down there, Mr. DeVore?
I don't think they let you come on the field to do that, do they? Because if they did, coaching freshman football would be so much more fun.
You'd have a couple pancakes out there. Maybe earn yourself a hard hit T-shirt.
Yeah, I haven't gotten one of those. I actually want one of those. Handoff, sweep, near side. Mingus loses the ball, picks it up. Nelson gets a positive gain out of it anyway, and a first down.
I don't think I've seen anything like this. Mingus, they put the ball on the ground multiple times tonight, and that thing just pops right back up into their stomachs. It
is a Friday the 13th kind of night for the Flagstaff Eagles.
It really is.
Couple of shoulder tackles or attempted shoulder tackles, and Nelson gets the first down out of his own fumble and fumble recovery.
Yeah.
He's trying to pad his own stats.
He is.
Yeah.
He really is. He's out there working on his dribbling, too. That's the second time tonight. He's just bounced it right back up to himself.
Playing with a greased pigskin here this evening. Mingus with the ball, and off to the races goes Kelly. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. A dive to the corner, and touchdown. 24 yards as he goes over 100 yards in the game and gets his first rushing touchdown of the game.
Yeah, just doing an excellent job, getting through the line of scrimmage, and then he sees a little opening outside, makes one cut, gets there, and beats his man to the pylon. And Jackie almost spilled his drink on himself when that cannon went off, folks.
Well, you can hear the cars in the parking lot going off.
Their sirens are going off.
Rodriguez splits the uprights for the extra point, and that'll turn it to 34-0. The Mingus Marauders on top. 1:16 left to go, third quarter action. We'll be back after this.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Mingus Marauders kicking off as the smoke crosses the field. And I think they set up the cannon so it goes to the visitor side, honestly. Yeah. Rodriguez puts a boot in it, drives his man back to the 4. It bounces off his chest. It's picked up by number 34 at about the 10-yard line. Tries the outside, gets caged, and then finally pushed out of bounds after a phenomenal effort.
There
is no players not involved on the field that aren't right there at the Flagstaff sideline.
Wow, we got 4 Mingus Marauders out over by the Flagstaff bench, and every Flagstaff player is surrounding them.
So tempers flying just a little bit out here as Flagstaff is obviously frustrated coming here to Mingus, getting shut out 34-0 and can't get anything rolling against the Mingus Marauder defense. But they do have decent field position here at the 34-yard line.
How about that kick from Rodriguez? Sends his man back, wasn't expecting it. Hits him right in the face mask.
So Mom Kelly wants to make a shout out to her son. And well-deserved, by the way. Mingus will bottle that up right at the line of scrimmage. And in fact, you're the one that probably taught him how to bounce that to the outside, right? Yeah, okay. She is taking credit. Yeah. That is a skill learned by Mom. And speed. All right, and speed. All right. Okay, so now we know where the genetics come from and where the skills come from. 2 yards given on the carry out there for the Flagstaff Eagles. So 2nd and 8 with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Handoff trying to go to the right side. He'll kind of side jump, and the player will move forward for about a yard. A second carry out there for number 20. That's going to be Dylan Joseph. 6'1", 205 pounds. And I have not seen, and I am somewhat concerned because I've not seen Josh Morrow back out there for the Flagstaff Eagles. As the third quarter comes to a close, we'll check on Mr. Morrow and see if we can find him on the sideline somewhere. 4:48 chanting through the stands here at Mingus Union High School, up 34-0 over the Flagstaff Eagles. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
3rd and 7 for the Flagstaff Eagles. A pitch to the outside, trying to cut it back in. A good move. Still on his feet, moving around, and Godding. What kind of Spanglish do I have? Godding a first down is number 34, and that is actually a freshman out there.
What a run.
Jara Mahia. He'll move the chain.
Yeah. excellent run. I want to give you guys an update, a score update here. Bradshaw Mountain leads Lee Williams 21-7. That last time we checked that was in the third quarter. Prescott is up 21-7 against Coconino. That also in the third quarter.
Well, those scores going the positive way for the Flagstaff Eagles. Really, the only thing that's going right for Flagstaff here today.
Yeah.
Trailing here early in the fourth quarter, 34-0. There's the handoff, trying the eye up through the middle. Jar Mejia again, and another first down for the freshman. Just running his cleats off. He's got 2 back-to-back first downs for his Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, giving this Eagles offense a little spark that they haven't had all night. A good-looking freshman out there. He's going to be someone to reckon with here these next 3 years.
Oh, and one of the offensive linemen, number 56, got rolled up on that. That's James Son. He may have had a relative, Kevin's son, I don't know, who got hit pretty hard and departed the game early. Speaking of which, Morrow on the sidelines, number 10 on the sidelines. The last time I saw him, he was sitting down by himself on the bench. Did not look like he was going to be called upon to come back into this game.
No, and that's unfortunate. Flagstaff relies on him a lot, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Hopefully he'll be back next week for Flagstaff.
There's an eye and a pitch. Pitch. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to check myself here.
No, you're all right.
2 yards for the freshman once again.
Now before the game they brought us up burgers and peaches, so we thank you.
Way to have my back.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for those burgers. Excellent burgers, by the way, down here at the cave here. They cook up a mean one. Yeah, the Marauder Burger. It's we had pickles on it tonight too. Oh, it was excellent.
Yeah. In fact, Lewis Rice does all the cooking out there. Down at the grill here at Mingus Union High School. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick pitch. Bond with the catch. Covered up quickly and taken down, but another first down, moving the chains out there for the Flagstaff Eagles. They'll have a first down at the Mingus Marauder 33-yard line. 10-10 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Flagstaff putting together their best drive of the night here. Picking up some big first downs, moving the ball. We'll see if Mingus defense can hold and continue this shutout.
Bond, his second reception of the game. He's got 16 yards. And Tagle will move a receiver out, give him directions on where to go. That's number 81, Jeremy Griffs. There's the handoff and caught from behind. Mingus brings the blitz, and Tyler Bruley goes backward for 2 yards.
Yeah, that was Martinez in there on the tackle, just wrapping him up, throwing him to the ground. There was a big hole there, but Martinez filled it and stuffed him. Just nowhere to go.
I hate that. You see green and disappears quick.
Yeah, it does.
So 2nd and 12 from the Mingus Marauder 35-yard line. I formation out here for the Flagstaff Eagles. Second back, that'll be the freshman. Strack will get a hold of him and wait for the crew in the core to clean up. And another loss of about 4 yards. And Flagstaff, who had momentum, starting to go backwards here. And it'll bring up, well, you said it, another 3rd and long for the Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, this, when you're faced 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 20 all night, you're not going to have any success in the offensive side of the ball. It's just you don't have any plays for that down and distance.
Beehive formation. Bond, the sole receiver on the near side. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got pressure. Mingus will get to him and wrap him up for the sack. It's going to be
Streck.
Was that Streck?
Yeah.
Streck with his 4th sack in the game brings up 4th and long. Pushes the ball back past the 46-yard line. There's Streck. And Griffin coming over, but a little too late to get in on that sack, young man.
Yeah, man, Strick is just relentless. I love how he plays out there on defense, just always going 100 miles an hour. He might not always make it out there to the quarterback, but he's going to give his best effort, and he's going to make it difficult for the quarterback to get that ball off.
Here's a punt for the Flagstaff Eagles, angling to the far side. It'll take a little bit of a Mingus Marauder bounce and be down at about the 19-yard line, which is about 6 yards past the first down marker for the Flagstaff Eagles. So actually not a bad punt. It's at least within the 20, so it'll go in the stats that way for the sophomore from Flagstaff. Mingus will take over with the ball and the lead. 7:42 fourth quarter action. Mingus on top, 34-0.
Yeah, and nice job of the Mingus defense holding there. It looked like maybe Flagstaff was going to get something going. They do a good job stuffing 2 runs up the middle, and so they force Flagstaff into a passing situation. And once again, Mingus brings the pressure. They get to the quarterback, and they get the ball back to their offense.
2 backs in the backfield for the Mingus Marauders. Around the corner goes the one with the ball. That's going to be Nelson with the ball and a first down, getting past the 30-yard line.
Nelson doing a good job being patient in the hole, following his lead blockers, and then he's got that speed that everybody knows about, and once he gets to that secondary there, he just turns that speed on and picks up the first down. It's such a good. Oh, didn't mean to cut you off there, Jackie, but it's the 1-2 punch of Kelly and then Nelson. It's tough for opposing defenses.
Looks like Mestis is in the ball game for the Mingus Marauders. Receiver to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Zabala taking his sweet time to hand the ball off to Tyler Kelly, who gets caught and then tries to hand the ball off to somebody, and it's going to get picked up by the Flagstaff Eagles and run back for a touchdown. So Kelly tried to do some sort of an option with the ball, and it'll be picked up and run back by Josh Thomas of the Flagstaff Eagles for the touchdown. The first score for the Flagstaff Eagles comes with 7:02 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that will take the shutout away from this Mingus defense, and they're going to be upset because it wasn't the defense that gave up the touchdown. The offense let them get in the end zone there, and kind of silence this crowd here. They weren't expecting that, and Flagstaff tacks on the extra point, so they get 7 points on the board, so that makes the score 34-7 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, Mingus will get the ball back and throw that play out of the playbook.
Yeah.
I'm imagining no pitches once you're in the grasp. And actually, Flagstaff is coming to get ready for the kick right away.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
We're going to keep it here. Almost no wind out here tonight. It was breezy a good part of the afternoon, and that just all went away. And Old Glory has been almost motionless through most of this game.
You think Flagstaff goes with the onside kick here?
Why not?
Yeah, right. Yeah, nothing to lose here. You're still down a good 4 touchdowns. 7 minutes left. You never know what can happen. Hopefully those guys up front for Mingus are ready to receive this.
And instead it's deep. Drives Mingus back, and now, Kelly will have the opportunity. Finds a hole up the middle, and off to the races he goes. He's got to beat the sophomore, get around the corner. He's at the 35, the 30, the 10, the 5, and touchdown. A 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Tyler Kelly. And his mom is claiming speed on that one.
Yeah, she has.
Yes, genetic speed on that one. Unbelievable. Look at this hole through the middle. Mingus did a phenomenal job of blocking this.
You got to credit the guys blocking there. Kelly really, Jackie, you could have ran through that hole there. I don't know if he would have outran the defenders, but you could have made it through the hole. And, Kelly pounding his chest as he goes into the end zone, kind of making up for that fumble that let Flagstaff get in the end zone. But, I bet Flagstaff's wishing they would have onside kicked that, because if you've watched any film of Mingus, especially when it comes to special teams and kick return, Kelly's the guy you do not want to kick it to, because he will hurt you more often than not.
And Rodriguez will tack on the extra point. Mingus goes up 41-7. 6:47 left to go, fourth quarter. We'll take our break now. We'll return to Mingus after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Rodriguez looking to kick off. Flagstaff wants to return the kickoff return touchdown for a favor kind of situation. They want to do one of their own. How about that?
Yeah.
And Rodriguez will get ready. Mingus, the freshman squad, went down to American Leadership Academy last night, came back with a 55-7 win. Line drive kickoff by Rodriguez, taking it about the 12, tries the middle, comes to the near side. That's the freshman, and he'll get across the 41-yard line. He is going to be a young man that Mingus is going to have to keep their eye on. He is going to be one to be reckoned with for 3 more years. Against the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, he's not a little guy either, Jackie. He's a pretty good-sized freshman, quick feet, he's fast. Like you said, Mingus, they'll be scouting him here for the next few years.
Coaching staff for the Flagstaff Eagles said they didn't have a JV game this week, so they brought this freshman up to join up varsity, and probably didn't anticipate that he would be contributing to this level, as they put him in the I formation, one receiver to either side. There's the snap and the handoff, and Mingus will bottle it up, but he keeps the legs going for a gain of 2. And
going back to that freshman game, so they go out there, you guys take a long trip.
We do.
You're still driving. You're still going.
Yeah.
And you finally make it there, and then, it's difficult after those long trips. You're on the bus, it's hot. You get off, you got to stretch it out. Coaches are yelling at you to get your pads on, get out there.
Yep. You remember.
All you want to do is, get a nice cold drink of water and relax.
And a nap.
And a nap.
Right.
But you got to get out there and play.
Outside. And it's Josh Thomas getting the corner down the sideline. He's got a first down out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A rumble and stumble out there for about 22 for Josh Thomas of the Flagstaff Eagles, and the Eagles now back in Mingus Marauder territory.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Dixon getting in some underclassmen here on the defensive line. We'll see if they can get a push up front and continue to bring that pressure that the first team has brought all night.
22 yards on the pitch play out there for the Flagstaff Eagles. I formation, wide receiver either side, and Jamil gets the ball and around the corner and knocked out of bounds hard at about the 22-yard line. Both defender and runner stay on their feet and kind of restock each other down the sideline. Gets the corner and takes on, that's Huey takes on. And both of them pop up, thank goodness. 14 yards on the carry.
Yeah, a vicious stiff arm at the end of that run there.
Jara Mejio. I got to get used to saying that young man's name because it's going to be around for a while. He's got 40 yards now. He's got 40 yards. Quarterback's going to go down and will get tackled.
Yeah, the Flagstaff was trying to run a little option play there.
That didn't work.
No, quarterback went to go pitch it to the running back, but at the same time he's getting tackled, and that was
Nick Blenars.
Blenars, coming in there, making the stop. So once again, Flagstaff going the wrong direction, and it sets up a 2nd and long. And we'll see if they resort to a pass play here.
6th sack in the game for the Mingus Marauders. That one goes for 9 yards. And they will pitch to the young man, Jar Mejio, and he'll pick up about 2 of it, but bring up 3rd and about 17 from the Mingus Marauder 28. Now this sophomore kicker, looks like he has got a leg. Castorita, in fact, I know he's got a 37-yard field goal or 27-yard field goal. He had one last week against Lee Williams. So not that that's going to make a difference in the game with 4.5 minutes left to go and Mingus leading 41-7, but definitely good practice.
Yeah, situational football, you never know when it might come up later in the year when, you're going down, running a little 2-minute offense, you're down by 2 or down by 3, and you got to kick a field goal.
We'll take a quick break here. They're going to talk about it. 4.5 left. We'll return to Mingus after this.
Are you looking for a different approach to healthcare? A place where excellent care is combined with kindness and compassion? If so, welcome to Spectrum. At Spectrum, our approach to healthcare is positively different. From primary care to pediatrics, our staff is dedicated to one thing: you. As a leader in integrated care in Arizona, we treat the whole person because we think everyone deserves to feel better. Spectrum Healthcare, for mind, for body, for all of you.
Flagstaff comes out with a 3rd and 15 from the Mingus Marauder 29-yard line. Tago back, looks to throw, puts it up top, has a man, and
did he catch
no, it is incomplete.
Woo.
And what an incredible effort on the far side of the field. And I believe that is Vicente Jr. He had, a 4-inch advantage as far as getting ahead of the defense out there. And unable to bring it, or did he bring it in?
I don't know. That was a.
Are we going to instant replay on that one?
Let's see here.
And there is. Oh no, it did. It did. It hit the ground. See, this is why you got to watch Verde Valley TV, Suddenlink Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2, Cable 1, Channel 56. On the coverage out there.
And look at this, Jackie. They're kicking this here.
They are going for the field goal attempt. All right, so 47-yard field goal attempt out here by Castorita. And there's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. It might be long enough, and it is good. A 47-yarder from the sophomore, and even the Mingus Marauder fans got to clap and cheer on that one. 41-10 with 4:16 left to go. We'll be back to Mingus Union High School after this.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 13 years in a row in Cottonwood and 9 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Well, the Flagstaff Eagles treat both crowds, visitors and home field advantage, alike to a 47-yard field goal from the sophomore from Flagstaff, Castorita, and that young man has got quite a leg. He'll turn around and kick off. His kickoffs have gone down, taking the Mingus Marauders down to about the 2-yard line on a pretty consistent basis. He'll knock that one right down the middle, and Streck grabs that ball. But he looked like a vacuum cleaner on a piece of Cheerios.
You just don't see hands on a big man like that. He's just gobbled it right up. Not even a bobble, just stuck right to his mitts, went right to the ground just like you're taught on a onside kick there. And I'll give you guys some updates here on with the scoreboard around 4A division. Bradshaw Mountain now leads Lee Williams 28-15 in the fourth quarter, and Prescott leads Cocoa 35-7 in the fourth quarter.
Man in motion for the Mingus Marauders, and a bad snap. And recovered by Mingus, and it looks like Calandra comes in to play quarterback for the Mingus Marauders. And we got all sorts of replacement players out there. Colby Fanning will come out. We have got, let's see, we got Bessler on the far side for the Mingus Marauders. You'll have Colby Fanning in the backfield with Calandra, and he'll have 2 backs in the backfield, 1 wing. Looking to take the snap. There's the snap, and there's the handoff. Fanning will bounce to the outside, get caught up by the shoelace, and go down for a gain of 1. So it'll be third and 9 from the Mingus Marauder, 47-yard line.
Nice that these underclassmen, a lot of them getting some playing time, that they normally don't see. But in a game like this, when Mingus has a nice lead, this is great experience for them, especially for when they're going to be out there, maybe later in the year or definitely next year.
Reno taking his time at center, just waiting for the time to clock down. Calandra takes the snap, first back through, gets the ball, and a gain of maybe 1.
Yep.
And getting the ball is Sabota. Sabota with a 1-yard gain is going to bring up 4th down and about 8 from the Mingus Marauder 48-yard line. And certainly looks to be a potential punt situation out here. And Mingus is still got a whole bunch of players out there looking for somewhere to go, and Mingus has got to call a timeout. I don't think everybody knew exactly where they were going, or either that or Mingus had too many men on the field.
They got about 12, 13 guys out there right now. Unfortunately, you can't have that many.
Well, at this time of the game, you call punt team.
Right.
Right. And everybody goes, wait, I was on punt team.
I was there, yes. Coach had me run that on Wednesday.
Right.
I'll get out there.
So nothing's changed,
no.
Right? Okay. All right. Hey, by the way, I was talking about the freshman game. Mingus defensively, I mean, they held their lanes. They played their jobs. It was wonderful to see the freshmen be able to come together as a team and put together a phenomenal effort. They played as a unit. Hadn't always played as a unit, but as a group, played as a unit. Taylor gets off a punt, and Coach Sabata. So, Coach Sabala, what? Come on, what's with the hands there?
Yeah, I don't even think he was expecting him or DeVore. DeVore moves out of the way, and
well, Zabala went for it. He actually sprinted 6 yards to get underneath that one and dropped it.
You're going to have to talk to him on Monday.
I know. How about that? We get Figgy dropping one last week, Zabala dropping this one. It's not good. So Flagstaff will get the ball back at their own 32-yard line. 2:19 left to go on the clock. And Mingus obviously trying to wait this one out with a 41-10 lead. 2 receivers to the far side spread. 1 back in the backfield, that's Jaron Mejia. And they're going to pitch to him, and he'll spin out of a tackle and take on another one. And Mingus will get him down for a short gain, as Mingus has quite a few different players in there defensively. Dominic McCauley is out there for the Mingus Marauders. I got lots of players in different. Waynick is playing the corner position on this side, and Flagstaff is not in a particular hurry to get plays off at this point. The bus is looking kind of tantalizing.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting this outcome, especially coming in with the success they've had so far this year. But credit to Mingus, offense and defensively, they just dominated all night.
Well, Mingus will run that one back for a loss as Jar Mejia gets the ball, ends up going backward. Quarterback in for the Flagstaff Eagles is Tanner Caputo. Backup quarterback actually ran at his back to hand it off when it may have been more efficient to actually pitch, but 58 seconds left to go in this one. Mingus in control. 2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Flagstaff Eagles. And motion is going to stop the clock with 46 seconds left to go. So Mingus looking to move 4-1 in the Grand Canyon region and drop the Flagstaff Eagles to 3-1 in the Grand Canyon region. And the Eagles were the last undefeated in the Grand Canyon region. So that is definitely going to make this an interesting mess.
Yeah, definitely.
I formation snap. Run the ball up the middle off to the left-hand side. A gain of about 3, but still brings up 4th down. And I don't believe the Flagstaff has to snap the ball again. And they may be content in letting the clock run out as opposed to punting it back to Mingus for any particular reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think they want to give Mingus the ball back here.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever. In fact, Flagstaff starting to come over and give high fives and congratulations on the field out there, which this is my favorite part of the game. You know, where the young men get to take the helmets off and be young men again and not just battlers on the field.
Yeah.
Mingus wins this one as the cannon goes off. 41-10. The Mingus Marauders in charge of this one all the way through. We'll return for our Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical post-game show coming up after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
If you believe life starts where the blacktop ends, if the power of an engine makes your heart race, don't settle for anything less than Polaris RZR, the ultimate off-road vehicle. With unequaled power, unrivaled suspension, and unmatched agility, all perfectly combined to help you chase down what matters most. Polaris RZR, we fuel your freedom.
Cottonwood Motorsports, located on Route 260 and Western Drive.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
Mateo. I'm Shawn Mendes. Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. He'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Welcome to the post-game report, brought to you by Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialists online at GhettosHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now, let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Well, the Mingus Marauders successful here tonight and go 4-1 in the Grand Canyon region. Finally get back to 500. 4-4 on the season. A tough start to the season. Mingus starting to make up for it here in region play with a 41-10 victory over the Flagstaff Eagles. That makes them 10 out of 11 in the last 11 meetings between these teams.
Yeah, Mingus came out tonight. They set the tone early on defense, on offense, on special teams. They just controlled it the whole game tonight. I was very fun to watch. I'm, as a fan and as a former, Mingus Marauder, I'm proud of the way they played tonight, and I think everybody out here is as well.
Certainly so. Getting back to Mingus Marauder football, yes. Being able to control the line, control the game on the ground, throw when you want to. Mm-hmm. And that's really been the way the Mingus Marauders have been able to put it together here in the first quarter. Mingus had a 16-yard touchdown by Nelson, a 41-yard touchdown pass, the only throwing touchdown of the game for the Mingus Marauders as Zabala found Taylor for 41 yards, and then a 17-yard run by Soria. At halftime, it was 20-0. Let's check out third quarter action. Well, first time Mingus gets the ball in the third quarter, it goes 68 yards around the corner. Nelson jukes a man right there, gets to the 50-yard line, and then a race. But here's the fun part. As he's going downfield out of nowhere, here comes Soria.
For the tackle.
For the tackle, right. A teammate catches him from behind. Catching Alex Nelson is not easy.
No.
It is not easy. Catches him from behind and just escorts him into the end zone. The extra point by Rodriguez, it was good, and it was 27-0. Third quarter still, 1:16 left to go. And Kelly gets a rushing touchdown, a 24-yard rumble. He'll jump to the outside, get to the 10, around the corner, race in and dive for theatrics as he gets in for the touchdown. The extra point, once again, good. Mingus was up 34-0. Then with 7:02 left to go, this was an odd play.
Yeah.
Kelly gets stuck behind the line of scrimmage, and it's almost like he tried to pitch the ball back to Zabala, and the ball hits a defensive player, Josh Thomas, for the Flagstaff Eagles, picks it up, goes high and tight to the left side, and rumbles in for the only touchdown for the game for the Flagstaff Eagles, and the extra point was good. It was 34-7, and then we all got treated with 6.5 minutes left to go, 6:47. All got treated to two incredible plays. This one, a 98-yard return, kickoff return by Tyler Kelly around the kicker, off down the sideline, and slows up right there at the end as he gets into the end zone, making up for the fumble return for a touchdown. I think you had made mention for that. He atoned for himself, yes?
Yeah, and that poor kicker had no chance. Once it was him and Kelly decided, I'm just going to take it right around you, buddy.
And not many do. Now, when he's got a full head of steam, he is hard to stop, even if you do make contact.
Yeah.
Sometimes the only thing you can do is hope to slow him down a little bit. The extra point by Rodriguez was good, and then the sophomore from Flagstaff, we're going to start calling him the leg.
Right.
Castorita with a 47-yard field goal. Good. And both sidelines. Both sidelines had to clap. The announcers had to clap. That was a heck of a kick by the young man.
Yeah, who knows? He might have got himself a scholarship with that kick there.
Yeah. What's that? U of A's on the line?
Right.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Perfect. Better not say that around Coach Young.
Right.
Is shoes on the line? There we go. All right, so 47-10 is our final score here, and with the Gettles post-game report, Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. And don't forget, heating's going to be necessary. We are in October.
Yeah.
We are in October. I know that because it's playoff baseball and the end of the regular season for high school football.
Yep.
Nights are getting cooler.
Yeah.
You listen to the Yavapai Broadcasting News and Weather, and they start telling you it's going to be 44, it's going to be 42. Pretty soon it's going to be 32.
Yeah.
And if your furnace isn't working right or isn't working efficiently, you want to get that fixed. And good place to go.
Yeah.
Gettles High Desert Mechanical, air conditioning, heating, and plumbing. And, of course, they'll take good care of you. And now is a good time to call before there is a problem. Have them come out and just check everything out, make sure it's going to work first time you put it on.
Yeah, don't wait till it's too late.
No, no.
That's not good.
Too late is, well, too late. Yeah, too late is too cold. Another blanket, please. All right, we're going to take a break in our post-game show. We got individual stats and players of the game coming up right after this.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 13 years in a row in Cottonwood and 9 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Are you looking for a different approach to healthcare? A place where excellent care is combined with kindness and compassion? If so, welcome to Spectrum. At Spectrum, our approach to healthcare is positively different. From primary care to pediatrics, our staff is dedicated to one thing: you. As a leader in integrated care in Arizona, we treat the whole person because we think everyone deserves to feel better. Spectrum Healthcare, for mind, for body, for all of you.
For 30 years, Roxu screen printers have provided Northern Arizona with clean, crisp, quality screen printing. They work with you to make the right choices in creating the right artwork and message to put forth your best image. Choose from brand name products and even fashion-forward designs, including caps, tees, sweatshirts, polos, and jackets. Make Roxu your choice for work and sports uniforms, workwear, resort wear, and more. Find out more at rokzootees.com. Roxu screen printers in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettles High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders!
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
The Gettles High Desert Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning post-game show continues out here. And 41-10, your final score. The Mingus Marauders victorious, moving 4-1 in the Grand Canyon region. And defensively, Mingus was stellar. Held the Flagstaff Eagles to 93 yards of total offense. 93 yards of total offense. 57 yards in the air. Henry Tagle, tell you what, I respect this kid. He stood in and actually took some shots, ends up 6 for 14, 57 yards. Leading leading rusher ends up being the freshman, Jara Mejio. Ends up with 9 carries and 43 yards, averaging just under 5 yards a carry for his squad, and 36 yards of rushing on the ground and 57 yards in the air for the Flagstaff Eagles. On the opposite side, Mingus did not have to throw the ball very much. No. In fact, only threw the ball once in the second half, but Zabala made good choices, and he was very efficient in what he did. Ends up 6 for 11 here, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. We got 2 kids competing for player of the game on the ground, as Alex Nelson ends up with 13 carries, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns. However, at the same time, Tyler Kelly ends up with 16 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown as well. And 2 100-yard rushers, multiple 100-yard rushers once again in back-to-back games.
Yeah, last week both of them go for over 200. They come out this week and, not as great. Didn't get 200, but 100, I'll take 100 yards every night. And, and speaking of that, I think I'm going to go pick Mr. Nelson for my offensive player of the game.
I think he did exceptionally well. I fumbled the ball twice, but got it back.
Yeah,
Friday the 13th bounces right back at him, no doubts about it. Chaz Taylor ended up with 2 receptions and a touchdown, 3 receptions and a touchdown out here today, as he ended up with 94 receiving yards. So he definitely throws in a bit, and Soria had a couple of touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 in the air as well. So, but Nelson definitely, Strack, I got to go with Strack, 4 sacks. Okay, he had 4 strikes in the game. He had 4 strikes. That's what it's going to be. It's not a sack anymore. It's 4 strikes in the game. 4 out of the 6 Mingus Marauders sacks for come from Strack here today. Special teams, any doubts?
Let's go with Kelly.
You think so?
Yeah.
A 98-yard dash down for the touchdown.
He's capable of that every time they kick off to him. I still don't know why teams continue to kick them after, you watch him on film. That's what he does. He returns kicks for touchdowns. He's probably the best, one of the best in the state at doing it. Teams continue to kick to him. It amazes me.
No doubts. No doubts. Well, we're going to do a wrap here in the Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Cooling, and Air Conditioning post-game report coming to a close out here today. We want to thank Ryan, John, Abby, Steve, and Lacey, our listeners and viewers. This is Mingus Marauder Football on KYBC AM 1600, 96.3 FM, and Verde Valley TV. We bid you farewell. We will talk to you again from Coconino High School coming up next week.
This has been the post-game report, brought to you by Gettle's High Desert Mechanical, heating, AC, and plumbing specialist. Online at GettlesHDM.com. We'll return next week for exciting Mingus Marauder football action on AM 1600 and 96.3 FM KYBC. Online at MyRadioPlace.com or Verde Valley TV Cable 1 Channel 56 Suddenlink Channel 2.
Do you want to make more money? Do you need business solutions at work? Grow your business with as little as $5 a day. Control your message branding. Be an innovator. Engage your customers. Reach new consumers and clients. Join the successful marketing campaigns at Verde Valley TV. We are here for you. Let us build your marketplace presence. Call Helen Gibson today at 928-634-2286. Verde Valley TV, affordable advertising with one quick call.